Welcome back to the Box2Box podcast.
This is episode 106, and Manchester City gets some crucial 3 points. Has the Arsenal bottle job begun?
And Lamine Yamal with another generational performance. Can he do it versus Atletico in the CL?
And as always, top four race in Serie A getting close. We do a recap.
All that and more on the Box2Box podcast.
Let's go.
You ain't going home,
Your
bro.
Honor, I'm sorry. Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Ours are on the pitch, and Bangula starts our next. And Bangula, bro.
I'm a Dragao. Is this Dragao?
Oh my God.
I'm a...
That's the
49.
We need some numbers over here.
He fucking me 49? No, that's
already a first win.
But that's crazy.
Gentlemen, episode 106. Good vibes.
Good vibes for most of our football clubs here, at least.
I mean, I'm still waiting on Inter Como, but Milan.
Oh, this is the one time we have to talk about it. Huh?
I'm not saying we have
It's
to
the
talk
intro,
about
and
it.
we're already
intro.
throwing shade.
We'll leave it for later, but this week was an interesting week on Box2Box. We had a lot of stuff going on. I feel like we had our Bundesliga stream yesterday, actually, at the time of recording yesterday on Saturday, and we got a Bayern match. Supposedly there was a kid that played in that Bayern match, the last one, the Ndai kid. Supposedly 4 months ago he was playing in Gambia, and he came on and balled out. Like, there was a whole comp that went viral after the match on Twitter while we were watching the game. We saw he played well.
Did you see how that works, by the way? Like what they're doing in Gambia and other countries? They're doing exactly what we were bringing up for the Italian national team, where it's like a program where all the best players in that region, I guess, go into one team where they have the best coaches, because they're all like Bayern staff and whatever. And they're growing up together until they're good enough to make the jump into the senior team.
So this Ndai kid joined Bayern 4 months ago. Okay?
Yeah.
Gambia?
He's Senegalese, but he joined from a Gambian club.
Okay.
I think they're like the club is like the Gambian something, and it's a bunch of kids around that area that are growing up together.
Yeah, that's cool.
Becoming ballers. Yeah.
So 4 months ago, he joined Bayern, and basically what Bayern did was he actually, because the rules are so strict on youth development in Germany, he can't play for the youth teams, but he can play for the Bayern senior team. It's very weird how that all kind of works out.
How old is he?
He's 18.
Okay.
So he's been training with Bayern's first team for the last 4 months every day, but never got to play a game. So this was the first game he's played in 4 months, and he balled out. So all the Bayern fans are going.
I just watched a video of, I guess, his family and friends back at home watching his first thing, and the people in the room were going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, bro, what are they watching? And they're punching the ceiling. Everyone's
Yeah.
jumping around. They were like super hyped to watch their boy.
Bayern is doing this in Australia,
Yeah.
I think Japan, and South America. It's actually crazy. Like,
Yeah.
And it's all controlled by obviously by Bayern, but like it goes all back to companies. So it has a big say in this.
It always. Then you wonder why Bayern are always so ahead of the curve.
So well run.
And even when the league itself is not financially at the level of the Premier League and stuff like that, they're always
step
there,
ahead.
bro. They're
They're
always
thinking
there.
about it.
Yeah, they're always a step ahead. So Bayern, low-key, that was our Saturday. They won 5-0. They broke the
6-0.
Bundesliga 5-0.
Oh, no, it's true. The
They
last
broke
goal
the
was
Bundesliga record for most goals in the season. They're now at 105 or whatever, and they have 4 games left, which they can smoke that record. Like, they can make it untouchable.
They're officially the most dominant goal-scoring German team ever.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy to see, especially in the live. So
And then this morning we released, it was a fun video for us to make. So I don't know if you guys like our pregame talks about North American sports and stuff like that. We released a YouTube video comparing. So if your favorite club is Real Madrid, we found the North American comparison for your club. So even if you're not a massive North American fan, or you're not even, you know nothing about it, I find it was pretty digestible as a fan to go and watch that video.
Like, we were, this would be good for the podcast, actually, because our podcast, we see the analytics, and there's a lot of North Americans listening to our podcast. So if you guys listen to the podcast and may not watch the weeklies, this might be a weekly that you guys would be hyped for. Because if you're watching a lot of sports, like we talk about football and all these other sports.
yeah, we always give time, a little bit of time on the pod to talk.
And it's interesting to see how polarizing it is for some people. Like, some people that only expect football out of us, versus some that watch other sports, and then they're like, shit, Box2Box follows other sports.
We always try and like push the boundary a bit of what we're able to do as content. You know, like we don't want you guys, we don't want you guys to expect the same video every single week. Like, obviously, there's series that we love recording and you guys love watching that we'll always feed you guys, like rebuilds and stuff like that. Like, we always love putting those out for you guys. But we felt like we had the opportunity, you know what? Us as content creators, we're in a very small niche kind of where we have that North American connection and we have that European connection. So why not mesh both together? And if you guys have that same interest, then definitely go watch it.
I think that was our first ever on the main channel, kind of like blending the North American sports with the European football. So that was a pretty fun video, even just to like set up, like prep ourselves beforehand, like try to find equivalents. I was worried that we were gonna find like a lot of similarities, but it was a lot more diverse than I thought. Yeah. Like even teams I didn't even think about. Yeah, it got debatable. I remember, what was it, producer Ken, editor Ken, he was like, he texted, what was it, Varvar, you sent me, like, this is the most that Milli's ever spoken in a video ever.
Mili was a yappuccino in that video.
Yappuccino, apparently. My God. I don't remember speaking that, like.
Yeah, you were pretty animated.
The Real Madrid talk, the Barca talk.
Well, it's because you also like baseball, like you're
like
you're
I'm a consumer
sports.
of those other sports as well, you know, like, so we live in Canada, like can't avoid it.
Yeah.
For the academies, I wanted to mention Juventus ever since like mid 2010s have been putting academies all over the world. And like if you go on their website, there's a map of all the academies they have all over the world.
The issue is that in Italy, it doesn't matter if they come from Gambia, Italy. It doesn't matter. They're not getting playtime.
Well, at Juventus they are.
Other than Yildiz, which youngsters have you guys?
I mean, like, I don't know, guys like Dean Huijsen and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah,
have been found by us. Like we clearly have a wider reach, but this is new. It's not gonna. And we have guys in our academy right now that are you'll probably see in the next few seasons that come from these academies.
In Montreal, specifically Montreal, Valencia and stuff, I've had academies here for like 15 years or 12 years, but I've still yet to see one Canadian like really pop off the scene.
But that's
for
different.
Valencia.
That's different because I think the club it's like a one-time thing. Like I remember, I think it was
they've been here, bro. There's still people playing for Valencia Academy in Montreal.
Okay, maybe, yeah. I'm thinking maybe because I remember Genoa or some Italian club came here for like the weekend and it was a bunch of tryouts and whatever. A couple of people got selected to like them go back to Genoa to like play.
Those things are money grab.
But that's what it is because it's only a weekend. The difference with these things, with the Bayern and maybe the Juventus one, is that it's literally an academy set in those locations for all the players to constantly play together like throughout the season.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, I don't know. Maybe the Valencia one is different because I know a couple of people that did go there.
There's a lot of people I know.
Yeah, the shorts are
every once in a while.
The shorts, the
Valencia shorts, you're like, I know exactly where that guy. He paid the $120 and he tried out. And they gave him a pair of shorts.
Exactly. So yeah. Anyways, and we have on Patreon. By the time you guys are listening to this, I think we will have released our CL preview.
Or right around the same time.
Yeah, right around the same time. It could be in a couple of hours from when you guys are listening or whatever, but it should be out soon. The CL preview, so we preview the second legs on Patreon. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to go
possible
check out.
remontadas.
Exactly. A lot of possible remontadas. That was a good conversation. We went pretty in depth in each game, so
it was fun.
Yeah, so that one should be fun.
Big heavy week, man.
Yeah, we can get into the football because I feel like there's a lot of.
We didn't even mention Yannick Sinner passing Alcaraz.
One more Yannick Sinner.
He passed him again.
So what, bro? It means
impressive.
It's happened before.
Yeah, he's back. He's back on top now.
Wait until the next 2000.
But for now, we claim it.
ATP 2000.
I like both of them though.
But don't they always just trade 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Not always, but like if you win like a ATP 1000, like you'll go up a bit, whatever. But right now Sinner's still number 2. But
and also we're recording this before the end of the Masters, so I don't know if any of you guys have golf takes.
Yeah, I've been
I
dialed
want Rory
into
to go back to back.
Yeah, I want Rory to win too. Young was, I mean, by this time Young might have been blown out of the water, but Rory had a horrible Saturday.
Yeah,
horrible. You think he shot 73?
He had a double bogey on one.
Bro, he had the biggest lead in Masters history going into the Saturday, and then it's tied going into the Sunday. I'm hyped. That starts very soon. It's about to start actually right now. They're about to tee off.
Yeah.
Bro, I love the Masters. It's the one golf tournament I actually tune in. Bro, nothing like sitting down and just you put on the Masters, just calm.
Yesterday I didn't have much to do, so I just turned on the Masters, watched for a couple hours, and then like it's chill. Like it's crazy because they actually golf used to be so boring to watch back in the day. They used to be slow paced, but nowadays, bro, every 2 seconds you're seeing a swing. Like Rory is on the screen for 2 seconds.
Like that. It was always like that.
I feel like it was slower paced back in the day. Now they've upped the pace.
You just maybe have changed your viewing preferences, but they've always staggered the tee offs. Like like there's always someone hitting a golf ball.
Yes, I don't know, but I feel like they're televising it better now. Like They make
I'm
it.
sure they've
The Saturdays and Fridays are just straight entertainment.
Yeah.
The Sunday, now it's going to get a little bit slower because everyone finishes and
Yeah.
you're just watching. All you're doing
Top
is
dogs.
TV commercial, then you're watching Rory hit,
Yeah.
and then Young hit because it's the pairings. But yeah, I can't tell anyone to watch because it's already done. But the Masters are a sick tournament.
Yeah.
I put my name in for the Masters every year now. Wimbledon and the Masters, I put my name in.
You get a ticket?
To get a ticket, yeah.
That's great. I know someone that actually ended up going.
Really?
Like I saw it on their Instagram story. Like Kim and his brother were like actually there at Augusta, wore full Masters gear and everything.
Have you seen the prices at the Masters for the
They're I love
it's
that.
so cheap.
I love
they
that.
have
about
still
it.
For, like, the
$1.
food and
They have
everything.
$1 hot dogs still. They have like everything is
They're making
insanely
them,
cheap.
bro. The merch is like people are going in
Yeah,
with like
yeah,
$4,000
yeah.
or $5,000.
I can't
Yeah,
wait
but
till
the
it's
merch is
over.
not cheap.
Yeah, I
merch
can't
is
wait
not
till it's
cheap.
over and I see those haul like
Yeah.
hauls.
like guys do like influencer hauls.
Yeah.
And they're like, what I bought at the Masters, a mug $45, a cap $60. I need to buy this for my friend because he wanted my other friend because he wanted
Yeah,
one.
it's
It's like
crazy.
the guy spent like $600.
Yeah.
But the hot dogs are $1 and the beers
Yeah.
are $4.
Like them, it's like that's the boy math. It's like, okay, the food's cheap,
Yeah.
but the clothes is
Bro,
what I'm
$4
actually there
beers? $4
Shit,
pies?
bro.
Someone's getting
Should I
hammered.
buy a $60 cap?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you know, there's no phones allowed at the Masters.
yep,
You're allowed
Crazy.
on the training on the what do you call it? The first day, the training day.
yeah.
Macking was actually explaining it to me how it works.
But then
you get
but then
banned
when
for
the actual-
life if you use
yeah.
your phone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Heinous work.
But yeah.
Enjoy the moment.
Yeah,
Maybe
keep
some
it
football
tradition.
matches.
Good week of sports this week,
Yeah.
I'd say. Yeah, 100% good week of
Habs.
sports.
Cole Caulfield 50th.
Dobson out for 2 weeks.
Dobson hasn't been playing amazingly.
Oh, but he's out for half the
I
first
know.
round, but whatever.
I know, and Goalie too.
Yeah. but-
CLV.
yeah,
Okay, Nick
whatever.
Suzuki getting his 100th tonight.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, we can get into the football. We have a lot of topics. I feel like this week was loaded, kind of in the Prem, at least. So we'll start with the elephant in the room. So now
No,
it
it's
was
a big ass elephant.
It's a big ass
fucking
elephant.
big elephant.
Arsenal. I had written Arsenal 2-1 Bournemouth, but it was 2-1. It was 2-1 to Bournemouth, and they beat Arsenal, got the whole 3 points. My question is, as an Arsenal fan, are the alarm bells ringing? They're sounding.
No, the alarm
It's like
bells.
a fire alarm.
This is like tornado imminent. Go to the shelters.
Really, sirens already on.
Yeah, raid sirens,
Oh my.
bro.
Brace for impact.
It's
history.
it is a history. It's low-key becoming the history.
The whole sport is united. Every single
Everyone-
other fan base in world football is uniting to hate to watch Arsenal. You understand that?
That's the
Bro,
issue.
I swear, teams play Man City right now and fucking lose on purpose, bro. Everyone just looks like shit when they play Man City.
Also, did you see that Man City fan that was drinking the
Yeah.
Arsenal bottle?
Yeah,
viral.
That
I
was
watched that
hilarious.
live. I watched that live.
That was hilarious.
The commentator was funny. He's like, I wonder how long he's had that in his pocket.
You know the Arsenal players are watching that
Yeah.
shit too, and they're like stuff like that. Probably they're not even. They're probably just chilling at home, just watching the football match, not thinking about their title. Right? But then that just
The
seeps
mental
into your-
game.
Yeah, exactly. It's the mental gymnastics that they're running in
And
their
they
head.
still have Champions League to think
Yes,
about.
Man
It's-
City don't have Champions League.
It's a lot to think
but
about.
Arsenal's lucky in a sense that it was Sporting, that it's a Sporting second leg before
Yeah,
the.
that-
But it was
I don't
only
know.
1-0, so you can't rest your players.
Yeah, but even at that,
yeah,
like,
but you could if you
wanna
go up
deep.
If you
Yeah,
score
you could
quickly.
pull them off at 55th
Yeah.
minute, maybe 60th minute.
But imagine if it wasn't Sporting. Imagine if
Yeah.
it were Real or something, and you were tight in the second.
Well,
leg.
I think actually getting an easy one is actually worse because you're kind of the situation Arsenal are in right now is the worst possible situation because you're gonna go through, but you need to play your starting 11 the second leg, but you're gonna go through, and then you're gonna have to play Barcelona or whatever or Atletico Madrid in the next round.
Like, you're just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah,
That's
where
the problem.
You're gonna have to start your strongest 11 in
Bro.
both legs again, and then if you win again, well then that's CL final. Whatever,
Arsenal, you
that's after.
fucking bums, bro. You should have won this Bournemouth game. 3 points would have been massive. If they would have beat Bournemouth, they would have been up 6 points, right? With the game, assuming Man City win their game at hand,
Yeah.
Would have been
they're within
6
3
points.
points. They would be 6 points ahead. And then if you lose to City, you still have a 3-point cushion.
And if I'm not mistaken, this was Bournemouth's first win in like months.
Bro, it's fucking it's so disappointing. We were speaking to our friend of the channel, Debola, and Debola was he's an Arsenal fan, and bro, this guy, like, at least I have Juventus. Well, it's not like it's better over there, but I have Juventus. This is like a devout Arsenal fan.
I'll
and
read you exactly what he said.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
Because I'm like, there's no way Arsenal Football Club got you thinking like this. He said,
and I think
It was
a lot of
funny.
Arsenal fans share this opinion.
I still think we win it, to be honest, but we're limping there. Maybe on goal difference by a point or two. Always been more to life than football type of guy, so I'm just disappointed all the time rather than upset or angry, which is arguably worse. And I said, no way supporting Arsenal got you thinking like this.
Well, it's good. That's about it.
Philosophical.
I got a loving family. I got a roof over my head. I got that. It was a crazy way of thinking about it. But again, Arsenal had all season to kind of build up that cushion, build up that lead, so that the pressure the pressure wasn't going to affect them, brother. I've never seen a whole group of like a footballing community just point at them and add more pressure to them.
I saw a graphic that the last 5 Aprils, all red results.
I saw that screenshot.
It's insane.
Last year was worse. Did you see last year?
Yeah, last year was like all losses. At least you guys beat Sporting this time.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like they own every game in April
For the last
lose.
4 seasons has been either like gray, red, or
This was the Sporting 1-0 was the first green on that graphic in the last 5 years.
Arsenal and April is the worst combination for football.
So this really begs the question, okay? So now pressure's up. Let's say I still think Arsenal should be considered the favorites for the title, personally, but pressure is really on right now. I would probably give them Arsenal 65% chance now of winning the title. If they don't, Arteta right now, I'm pretty sure there's rumors he's about to sign a contract extension. So if they don't, I feel like this contract extension is going to have a lot of negative stigma to it. And would you consider sacking him instead of the contract extension?
Like I've said, it's just I feel like it's just we repeat the same conversation with Arsenal. I don't think you'll find a better manager than Arteta, unless this summer something happens with PSG and Luis Enrique becomes available. That's a proven winner in the Champions League. I would say Luis Enrique would want to manage an Arsenal, to manage those type of players. And you bring in some signings with that as well. But aside from Luis Enrique in the world, Xabi Alonso maybe, but like who would you bring in that's a better or equal tactician than Arteta?
I heard it was kind of a funny video because it was an Arsenal fan before the season that was kind of not criticizing the signings, but he's like, because we have Arteta, these signings of Eze and stuff and Gyökeres and stuff, like he compared it to you have a good chef. He's a good chef. He's amazing at cooking meatloaf. Like, you know what you're getting with meatloaf and stuff like that. But you could give him the best ingredients in the world available, but if all he knows how to cook is meatloaf, then he's not going to be able to give you a 10 out of 10 dish. He might cook you a good meatloaf. But the best chefs in the world are able to cook you some pasta. They're able to cook you a steak. They're able to cook you chicken. No matter, depending on the ingredients they give you.
Luis Enrique got that.
Exactly.
Bro's making
you see, that's the difference between the levels. Arteta, all he can cook is meatloaf. And yeah, if you give him good ingredients, he can cook you a good meatloaf. But at the end of the day, it's still meatloaf. It's nothing special.
And the only way the meatloaf becomes the best meal of them all is if all the other chefs fuck up their plate.
Exactly. Like if
you gotta hope that all the other plates aren't as good as your meatloaf, but your meatloaf has a ceiling.
Pep right now, he's cooking that carbonara like top of the line.
Bro, right now he's cooking fucking ratatouille with a side of escargot.
Guys,
bro.
don't confuse,
bro. That fucking bro, Sheriki is making that's freshly baked croissants in the morning with marmelada inside.
The difference though is that you're coming to a point where Arteta is like, it's so Arteta coded this team. Which other coach will actually like kind of stop that way
I
of
feel
playing?
the issue is that a player like Eze joined and makes you think, like, because he's been restricted, you kind of forget the Eze before Arteta. And I'm sure a player like Bukayo Saka, I think he could be taken up a level if Arteta leaves. Like, there's a bunch of players that could potentially be being held back by the restrictions of Arteta's system.
It's all the attacking players.
Yeah.
It's all the attacking players.
Other than Gyökeres, he just stinks, in my personal opinion. But, like, the other attacking players...
I do think there's a team that Gyökeres would do better on.
Arteta's good for the Trossards. Arteta's good for the Havertzes. But the Sakas, the Ezes, where you feel like, I feel like there's a bit more to your game, you know? He kind of dumbs that down. That's where I think Arteta is holding back.
But what is it? What is it?
It's like we said about when we were talking about the level of the Prem after it's the restrictions that he's putting on players.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell that these players who have that extra level of creativity, they're being held back because of coach instruction.
But we say Pep does that all the time too.
Bro, it's simple. Eze. We saw Eze last year. It's literally like 12-month period. The difference in player is incredible.
Yes,
Player didn't
but
change.
as is more like a guy, like he just doesn't fit. Like we've seen, he doesn't fit the system. He doesn't.
But again, that's because
But
the
once
system
again,
is so rigid. How
exactly.
is it that a Cherki, a Man City, that people said, oh, he's never going to work in a Pep system, not going to work in a Pep system. All of a sudden,
He's balling out.
He's balling out, best player
Yeah,
almost
but
on the team.
Pep is more creative. Like Pep has always.
Well, Pep has opened up.
Pep is a trust. No, he's a trust guy, and I realized it with Cherki at the beginning when Cherki first started getting appearances, and this was the same with Eze. Eze, you had that brace or whatever at the beginning of the season.
Tottenham.
You had a couple good appearances, the Tottenham ones.
Yeah.
Like you had those good appearances. Cherki, it was also slow. He was playing him in a rigid position. Then slowly he builds trust, and now we got to the point today. Cherki was the
assists.
left flag.
Man of the match.
He was at the left flag.
Yeah, but
he was on the
he's-
right flank.
he's been doing this all season,
keep
though.
ups and kickovers.
Like,
no,
since-
it was
since
really
the
doing.
first-
If he joined Arsenal, he would not be doing this.
He would not be doing this.
But that's like I'm not a big fan of Arteta. Like I think if he goes trophyless again, like you got to start questioning this project because it's clearly not going. Like it's there's steps to it, but where's the final? Like where's the
For
result?
4 years now, it feels like stagnation if they go trophyless.
But it's so tough. It's almost like a purgatory where it's just like the team is an elite team, but is it elite enough to kind of like get themselves over the line if there's a struggle or if there's a mental issue?
Is it an elite team?
It is an elite team.
No, I'll give
Defensively,
my
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like at the beginning of the year, you can write them down for 80 points to 85 points.
Yeah.
100%.
That's a top team.
But I don't think there's more than 85 points to this team.
There's
Like
an
the way
extremely
that
high
it's
score.
currently constructed.
There is. If the Champions League, if something happens in the Champions League and they're
Yeah,
not in the
they
running,
lose in the
then
ra- in the-
these guys can get a 90-point season in the Premier League.
Yeah,
I
but
can
that
guarantee
comes
it.
at the expense of other tournaments.
Yeah, but when you're competing on every single front, going to every single final,
They're not getting more than 85 points.
Yeah, if
if
you spread
there's
themselves
someone
thin.
else that cooks that season, they're not winning the title, in my personal opinion. The issue is that this year, I feel like the whole league has been disappointing almost. Like, you look at almost every single team, other than like Sunderland, Brentford, the whole league, you
Even
say,
Everton.
kind of been disappointing. Man United, I don't even feel like we've been that good this season. We've been all right, but we find ourselves in third place and we haven't even been like next level, you know?
Yeah.
So
no team has been consistently
Yes.
playing at a level where you could say they were better than last.
So this is the year that Arsenal are going to probably win the title. I'm hoping that's a jinx. Arsenal are probably going to win the title, but it came at the expense of everyone else in the league is probably doing dog shit. Like that's
but
the year.
I'm not going to put an asterisk on that.
No.
Because
if they win, they deserve it.
yes, they do deserve it. But it's a question of one, how high is that? Like, where's the ceiling on this team? And if you're gonna get rid of Arteta, is it blow up the whole system thing? Like, what do you do with this team? Because again, like I said, this team is so, like you said, is so Arteta coded that you bring in someone that may not necessarily gel well with these players. Like, what do you do with them?
Yeah.
It becomes
You risk going into
tough
like
question.
a situation where you don't need it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you know Arteta will constantly like give you this title fight every single year, but if you do switch him and you have an Arteta goated team, now you're walking into an unknown territory.
but it's
like
going to be very
Liverpool
hard
did, you
to
know?
un-Arteta this team.
That's why.
But you saw with Inter, Inzaghi, and Conte, you can find managers out there that can use the players properly in the similar type of system, and then you slowly ease them out of Arteta.
Got to elevate you got to elevate them at the same time.
Like Inzaghi, I think, what could we say now that it's over? Inzaghi did better job than Conte
yeah.
with
Well,
with a worse team.
the worst team, yes, on paper.
Conte had a better team than Inzaghi.
He did.
Way
Honestly, that Inter stint was somewhat of a bit of a disappointment.
This would be,
I say.
let's say, whoever takes over the Arsenal right now would be the Inzaghi to the Conte,
Yeah.
Arteta being the
It's
Conte.
just how can you elevate that?
Plus, you would have to get rid of a Timber. You would have to get rid of like other things to have that equivalence.
You can't go from an Arteta to Luis Enrique right away. There
Exactly.
has to be a manager in between that's somewhere in between.
They won't. They don't have time. Like this team, I look at this team and I'm like, this team doesn't have time for transition and interim because these players
not
are
saying
all in
interim.
prime.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
like
the window is big. The window is big enough that you can afford a 2-season.
Like you're not going to go
But do
from
those players wanna give
the you're not
2
going to
seasons?
go from the football that we're watching right now, which is extremely rigid and like more defensive based, to fluid attacking football in one manager. There's going to be a manager in between that may be a more balanced thing. But also, I don't know if the squad buildup, like you're kind of cooked. Like not that you're cooked, but like it's
Players are
built
great.
to play a certain way.
Yes, that's the problem.
Where if you do bring in a manager that's, let's say, a bit more expansive, it would take like 4, 5, 6 signings in one.
really
I just think it's a few. I really just think it's the left wing, right wing striker. It's just 3 positions because the midfield, they have midfield depth to play.
But left
Any
back,
type
you
of
don't like.
formation.
Let's say they want their marauding left back forward. Like I don't see Calafiori as that. I don't see Lewis Kelly as that. I don't see like any left back option as
But
that.
you
know?
need
Like,
you don't need two of them. You have Timber's a marauding fullback.
is he
Calafiori-
offensive
I could see
though?
Calafiori's an
being
offensive
maraud-
fullback.
Yeah, I could see him being offensive too.
He can
If you
do
sell-
it, but he's not offensive.
Okay, what do you mean?
He's
Calafiori is offensive.
Scored some bangers.
Yeah, Calafiori is
he
offensive.
he can do. Once again, I'm not saying he can't. Like he's trash offensively.
That's his forte, in my opinion.
No. I
Pitch,
disagree.
his passing is elite. We saw it even at the last Euros. His passing is elite. He has the vision. He has the overlap. He's not DiMarco.
in terms of
Is that supposed to be good or bad?
Well, no, in terms of offensiveness.
Well, no, he's better than
Offensively.
DiMarco in terms of physicality, in terms of running overlaps.
Yeah, I mean,
passing.
I think DiMarco, all he has on him is crossing.
It's all he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an offensive fullback. That's an offensive.
I don't even
I
know if
wouldn't
he's
even
that good
consider him offensive.
offensively.
I'll
He's
just
just
call him-
good at crossing.
He's a fucking.
Like, it's crazy.
He's a ball
All he
cannon.
is.
He's a
That's
ball
all he
cannon.
is.
You know when you put the ball cannon and it just shoots balls? That's what DiMarco is.
I mean, if he does it well, then I don't really see what the problem is. But
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's a
valuable.
different level of
DiMarco's
fullback.
like Kyle Korver in the NBA. I don't know if you guys know the
Kyle Korver,
like ask him to do anything other than shoot a three. He's completely
Patrick
fucking useless, bro.
Line, prime
like
power
LeBron.
play.
If you got LeBron James in the post against Kyle Korver, you might as well walk the other way. That's 2 points. You know, already done. But Kyle Korver, you stick him in the corner to shoot for three, and you know he's an
Got it.
all right asset to have on the team. But that's all he should do. No, don't ever give him. Don't ever give him superstar status. You know that's
Motherfucker,
DiMarco.
you gave him superstar status too.
He's track. This might
It's
be a hands up
fucking
situation.
beyond agenda switch, bro. This is fucking
For real.
crazy.
So now Calafiori better than DiMarco? What's the
Yeah.
vibes? Oh.
No, well, not this season. DiMarco had a better season, but like that's because of the level of Serie A. Calafiori plays in the Prem.
Okay, so. Okay.
Two different types of fullbacks, but I mean,
Alarm bells.
apples and oranges in my.
Yeah, no, the alarm bells are
bells are definitely in the
sounding
room.
at the highest possible
Also,
decibel.
just wanted to go because me and Pala had this debate. Miles Lewis Kelly, okay? There's a lot of transfer rumors going around about what he should do in his career. There's some people saying he should stay at Arsenal. Some people say he should get a transfer. Some people say he should get a loan. What's your guys' assessment on the situation? Because he's getting no starts right now.
Yeah, I don't see a fit. I think it's time to go.
I watched him last game. Lewis Kelly has his spot on a top team, in my opinion, in the future. How old is he right now?
He's 20.
He's pretty fucking young, bro. Like,
Bro,
he's
sti-
pretty
like,
young.
And the issue is that there's also a World Cup place on the line because he was like Thomas Tuchel was glazing him when he first got called up, but he's like he has to play. Like there's no excuse.
Yeah.
You can't get called up for England nowadays and not play for your club. Like
Yeah,
it's
makes
not a
I think
thing.
that quality is there. Like we've seen it. I don't know. Arteta, do I blame him for not playing him more this season?
Yes.
Probably a little bit. I think there were times where he should have been playing because it's not like he plays and he's a liability. He's not a liability.
Yeah, 100%. It's just the issue is that you have Hincapie, who's been arguably the best signing of Arsenal summer,
Yeah.
and Calafiori
He has
ahead
no
of
clear
him.
path
Yeah,
to the
and,
team.
and Arteta obviously does not view him as an out-and-out center midfielder.
No.
So
And even
I'd
at that,
say-
there's too much competition.
I'd say loan him next season because we don't know the future of Arteta. So
You don't want to
you might get rid of like you might sell him for a 50 million pounds
Yeah.
and then realize, oof, I'm fucked up.
the rumors are that they're gonna sell him and Nwaneri to fund more signings this summer, which
Great.
they said they're looking to get 100 million pounds for both of them
Okay, I think that's possible.
100
combined, like 100
That's
combined.
that's fair. But if you go buy a Gyökeres with that money, then you should have
Yes.
just kept them to begin with.
Oh yeah, I
that's
mean
the
you're better off just put it. Honestly, I'd rather the owner pull out the 100 mil than fucking
Yeah.
spend 65 on Gyökeres.
But what's an Arsenal code? Like, what's an Arsenal signing anymore? I don't even know what an Arsenal forward sign because realistically they're only buying a left wing, a right wing, or striker.
Yeah,
And
I would say left
right wing Saka.
right wing
Saka's
Saka
there.
and Dowman are there. Like
Yeah.
you know.
Has
But
to
that's
be
the
a-
thing.
has to be a
Dauman,
left wing.
Dauman coming up will solve a lot of issues because that guy is clearly talented, and the only issue is that Saka is on the same place as him.
Yeah, but Saka's injured enough that Dauman gets his
He'll
play time.
get
I think Dauman should like be the starting point almost of that attack because he's that good. Like he's
Wow.
you could clearly see he's talented. He's got the
No, he's special.
Given the
Bro,
keys
he's
like
really
that,
good.
He's special. Last game, he's special.
But do you trust Arteta with unlocking that potential?
No, I don't
Because
trust
we've seen it
Arteta
with
with
Saka.
any forward talent. I don't trust
That's
him.
why.
Saka, he's turned Saka into like this guy's like Loki the Allegri of the Premier League. He just kills the creativity of forward.
You can kind of see, not like Arteta, once again, if he goes this year and he wins the Prem and does a long CL push, once again, these are just stupid words that we're saying. But if it all falters again, it feels like he's overstaying his stay at Arsenal. It's like Klopp towards the end, and Arne Slot came in and won the title and proved that there was still a level to this team that we didn't see under Klopp towards the end, where Klopp, it got a bit stale towards the end. Let's not lie here. They were finishing fourth.
Yeah.
One year they didn't even make CL. It was getting stale towards the end, and then Arne Slot comes in and wins a title. So maybe you see that level of transformation with Arsenal, and maybe a Lewis Kelly comes into the team, a Nwaneri comes into the team, Dauman takes it a whole new level, because the words that we're hearing about Dauman is like generational, which every stat, everything that he proves he's doing, like he's kind of deserving the tag. So I would not trust Arteta with the future of this team personally, even though he built it and he did an amazing job. I would still consider Arteta's tenure a success. It's scary times for Arsenal fans, I would say.
But I think that's
just win a title, man, or a CL. Just win something so that
you
have something to write down next to Arteta's name.
I don't think they're winning CL. I really don't.
I think if they had to pick one, because now I think they're going to be at a point where they're going to have to decide, okay, which one are we going to put our eggs in?
Mili, Prem teams don't pick like that.
No, but I'm sure Man City thought that as well.
Man City lost. Man City got pummeled. They didn't pick.
To me,
their choice was made for them. Arsenal's trying to win both.
Arsenal tries to win both. Like Inter.
But then you're going to end up like You're going to end up like
you end up winning 0.
Inter.
But just like the level of opponents is scaled
you
down.
have zero depth. Inter had injuries, plus they had zero depth. That team was we watched it and we knew Inter would have been decimated after that Champions League.
Gyökeres and Saka that hasn't done anything. It's kind of the same thing.
And you say depth,
Saka
but like
doesn't even fucking,
the guy's
Saka's
not
always
using
injured.
any of his depth. Like no, every single game, Gabriel, Saliba, Rice are starting. Like every game that Saka's available, he's starting.
There's a clear drop off.
Ben White, Skelly.
Clear drop off.
They're too reliant on their top
To what, the
players.
depth?
No, there's a clear drop off. Like when a Saliba or Gabriel is injured or whatever, they have to put in a Mosquera. There's a clear
Okay,
drop
so aside
off.
from the two center backs,
Ben
where
White,
else?
there's a
Just
clear
look,
drop
look
off.
at Declan
It's just Rice. It's Rice, Saliba, Gabriel. Those are the three, and
But
every
Rice,
team has
the
mainstays.
most
Rice,
important
you
parts.
could tell he's tired, bro. His legs. Like obviously he's still Declan Rice. Like he's a good player, but the levels we were seeing at the beginning of the season are not the levels we're seeing
down
now.
For sure, the guy's played like 60 games.
Exactly.
Last,
So
I
that
don't
to
know.
me seems like mismanagement from my POV because.
But you need to win. Everything's a must-win. So therefore, you need to play your best players. It was the same thing with Inter.
But now we're going into the most crucial part of the season, and your
so
players
where
are
do I
not
rest them?
optimized.
So where do I rest Rice versus Sporting?
I'm not the fucking manager, bro, but I know the next games are the most important ones of the season, and your top players are
People
not at their
love to point
optimized
out
levels.
problems with Arsenal, but zero fucking solutions. Should they have rested Rice, Gabriel, and Saliba versus Bournemouth?
Like, look, they have Sporting coming up.
Bro, nobody
Man
has
City.
answers.
That's
Like,
big.
listen, Newcastle is in poor form. So that's a game where I would expect
but-
some rotation.
Can you show me the
Expect some
lineup?
rotation,
But this is after the fact. Like, this is like...
Show me the lineup for Arsenal Sporting that just happened.
It was the
It was the
starting
full
line.
strength
Yeah.
11.
And that was 1-0.
Yeah.
It was the healthy starting 11.
And then compare it with the Bournemouth Arsenal one. I want to see like how much rotation, because he's not obviously like
It's just no Odegaard.
Well, I think Odegaard got injured, no?
Yeah,
In that game. So
It's very similar.
somewhat the same lineup.
just
like
Trossard.
to me, you're I don't know. You're not.
All right,
and that's
so-
going to be the same lineup.
you guys-
next-
what should they have done?
against
Should they have
Sporting.
not
No,
started
this is
these
a
guys?
preemptive thing. Like it should have been done before.
Yeah.
Like against the Sporting, sure you play your full strength lineup, but beat them by a higher margin.
There's
now.
a reason why Pep rotates always
wish,
early in the
bro, like,
season,
just win.
and then now when the games are the most important, his teams always hit stride. Always second half of the
check
year,
the Arsenal,
always Man
Southampton.
City hit stride. It's
Arsenal,
not a
Southampton
it's
was
not
quite
a it's not a coincidence, bro. But whatever, we don't need to speak about Arsenal for
This is
That's
what
a
happens
fully-
when you. This is what happens when you rotate.
But that's what I'm saying. So where's his depth?
exactly. You're saying depth. This is the
saying
depth.
they
They
have
lost
depth.
against Southampton.
Nordgaard is
bro.
a sign. Nordgaard's a dozens
fucking
of
Arsenal
millions.
signing that they
Dozens of
Yeah, I think
millions,
it was
bro.
5 mil. But they Arteta requested Nordgaard as a signing. He should go. That's a signing for Arteta. Also playing Kepa, like bro, every
We all
single
know,
game Kepa plays, he sucks.
Chokes.
Like I don't know.
All
Whatever.
right, so
Anyways.
rotate. But if you rotate, then you suck.
All these,
and you lose.
every single player in this squad is an Arteta signing. So they spent I don't even know how many, $1 billion probably. And
No, they didn't.
Yes,
No, they
Arteta's easily at $1 billion, but whatever.
Okay, over fucking 8 years.
Yes.
Anyways, it's crucial times for Arsenal. Man
Yeah.
City next weekend as well.
We're doing a live stream
We're
for
gonna be
that
live
also.
streaming
Yeah.
that one, so definitely stay tuned.
But
Yeah.
after that, man, it should be all
smooth
wins.
sailing.
Yeah, but
be all
there's,
wins.
there's,
But
there's
this
an
is gonna be
Atleti
the
or
decider.
Barcelona in between these games.
Yeah.
So
So
be in between Newcastle and Fulham.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's easier when your Saturday or Sunday fixture is a Fulham versus Man City.
Also depends what happens in this game too, because let's say the race is a lot closer than what they would have liked.
Yeah,
You don't know who you're gonna be
you're
playing.
tied, but you're up on goal difference. Every game's a win, bro.
Every
Every
game is
game's
gonna
a
have
must
to
win.
have a starter.
Listen, the West Ham game's the only really dangerous one because West Ham have been low-key pretty fucking good and they have a reason to play. Burnley are just out. Fulham and Crystal
mean,
Palace, they have nothing to play for.
What was the stat that if Man City wins all their remaining games, including the Arsenal one, they win the title?
It depends the goal difference.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be tied.
It's too far out to start making
Yeah,
those hypotheticals.
it's all hypotheticals, but I like that Man City Arsenal game so big,
Yeah.
so big.
Title
It's
decider.
actually sick that it's in.
Yeah.
it's
A draw's okay.
I feel like
draw
this
to
is
that
gonna
game is
it's
fine.
gonna go down to the final day.
If it goes down to goal difference, it's gonna be so
Yeah.
shitty.
Final day, and we have a final day live stream. We always do. Well,
Bonanza.
we did it last year. We have the
Extravaganza.
Bonanza Extravaganza on the final day of the season.
But last year meant nothing.
Yeah, because everything was already decided. But this year, I feel like with all that top four battle and
gonna get
everything,
tight.
it's going to get insane. But yeah, we can move on to Chelsea getting absolutely demolished by City.
belted.
We can speak about City being title favorites, but I honestly like City always hit stride second half of the year. It was a Cherky masterclass, Nico O'Reilly masterclass. Like
Well, not really Nico O'Reilly. It was
I find
Yeah,
Nico O'Reilly was
very much.
amazing.
Yeah.
But we can go into
more
more.
Cherky and Doku. Cherky and Doku were fucking crazy.
Yeah, they were just toying. They were just
Bro,
toying
Semenyo
around.
played well also.
Semenyo. Everybody played
Semenyo
well.
had a couple decent
I only watched like the
chances.
second half. So
The only person that was a little bit invisible is Haaland for some reason. Like he's not able to connect
Like-
with these players.
that's
I
fine.
don't-
That's fine if the three guys behind them are
Yeah,
doing well.
there's
Yeah.
just so much traffic in the box for Man City that they have so many offensive options where it's just like Haaland is not the only one that they're looking towards. They're looking towards a Doku,
That's
a
what
Semenyo, a
Pep
Cherky.
changed midway through the season was that instead of having Haaland just sticking there at the top, he makes the Semenyos and Dokus come into the box and try and interchange with everyone.
Yeah.
So that's the tactical change Pep did at the half of the season. Let's see if it brings in the title because it looks like they picked up momentum
Working
ever
out.
since that tactical
These are
change.
impact signings. You want to talk about impact signings? The main protagonists for City's title charge right now are purchases they made.
Yes.
Cherky, Semenyo, Gay.
But that's Pep saying, okay, I'm going to change the way I play. I need these types of players. Arteta's not saying I'm going to change the way I play. Arteta's saying this is the way I play.
Yeah.
Sign players for this.
to fix it.
Bro, it's like if you're this is like just a critique and like if you're always copying someone, not copying. If you're like this like
Rigid.
Arteta's always the student behind
Yeah.
Pep. So Pep every time Pep keeps until Pep leaves the Prem, I feel like there's a storyline that Arsenal might not be successful until Pep leaves the Prem.
because
Because it's the student versus the master.
Exactly. Arteta doesn't seem to like be that as forward thinking in
Bro,
certain
Pep's the
situations.
best manager of all time. Like he figures it out.
And that's what the top manager does. Is he kind of sets the tone.
Cherky today made me realize like, bro,
Quel joueur.
Pep must be. I mean, Pep doesn't have hair, but if he would, he'd be pulling it out because Cherky is like Cherky's personality is anti-Pep, but his playing he's so good that Pep realizes he can't not give him that many of the keys.
I saw the quote. He mentioned it before the game where he was like, "Yeah, all the antics that Cherky does. Like at first, like I want to bite my tongue because it's just like that's. I tell him to play simple, but he's like, after the most recent games that he's played, like, and he's shown up to play very well. I just tell him have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Pep is enjoying it as well.
That's
like
flexibility.
every football fan loves a player like Cherky. Like I don't understand how this guy even has haters. to begin
Commentators,
with.
the commentators too during this game were saying that like sometimes Cherky plays like he's playing on a five-a-side team.
Yeah, it's sick.
Where like they were even saying like he does too much, but he's like, well, because he's producing and there's results behind what he's doing,
Then
then
he's
he
allowed.
basically has the green light.
It's an aura
But
risk though. It's a risk because if you that form ever changes,
that's
that's
what
the
it
first
is.
type of guy they look at.
But it's
the guy
also
that's-
Exactly.
it's also cool because I feel like over the past couple of years the number 10 position has kind of been dead. Not dead, but like
Not for City,
there
though.
was no bro, even KDB towards the end of his Man City career,
Yeah,
it wasn't the level he was at,
Cherky was right after.
But the last 5 years I feel like the level of 10s in world football has kind of gone down and a lot of managers stopped playing with 10s in general.
There was Palmer for a bit. That was like 2 seasons.
But even he played right wing. It wasn't even like attacking mid all the time, Like this is kind of like the rebirth of the 10. Like it's him, Musiala, like I feel like we're seeing a resurgence of the number 10 where back in the day it used to be the heartbeat of the team. Like
For
Kaká,
Man City was like David Silva.
yeah, Ozil, like it was the heartbeat of the team. So I feel like it's cool that we're seeing the resurgence of the 10 because I feel like every kid growing up wanted to be a 10. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Just
like,
sick.
You're
Risky though. It's risky ball because it's so much importance on a player. If that player doesn't play well,
But that's
then
why you have to make sure that that
kind of-
motherfucker got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Cherki got it.
bro, Cherki, I don't know if you guys saw, like, he was on the right touchline at one point, kind of in the defensive zone. Bro, like, this guy pressure was coming on him and he had no passing options. He just flicked the ball up in the air, like, on his own,
he's
juggled,
insane.
and then kicked the ball
Yeah.
over into a run for, I don't know who.
He has confidence. He just has so much confidence right now.
Welcome to the Sherky train, all of you.
No, I drafted him, by the way.
Drafted on what?
I still
yeah.
think I see the what he could be. Like, I see he could be great. I just think right now, he's not one of the best players in the world, but I think he can be.
No, I don't think. I
He's-
think that's
he's the
he
best
is one of
signing
the
this
best players in
season.
the world.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was 30 mil. Like,
Value for
yeah,
money.
obviously,
Exactly.
yeah, like value for money was an amazing signing, but I don't think right now you can look me straight in the face and say like Cherki Olise is a conversation or Cherki
it's
No, but he is the
about-
best creator in the Prem.
It takes consistency.
No,
over
he's
time.
not. Once
Oh,
again,
Bruno.
don't ever
Bruno,
disrespect.
Bruno and Cherki.
Bro, it's not close. Once again,
Bruno-
like
Bruno is a little bit
I will give
further.
my flowers to Cherki, like amazing player, and the fact that he's doing it at such a young age is
I did forget
extremely
Bruno, but-
impressive.
He's right, like he's below him.
Yeah, but
What Cherki
once
did
again,
today, bro.
there's also a lot
I
of
don't know if I've
team
ever seen
dynamic.
Bruno do that, bro.
There's a lot of team dynamic that goes into this, bro. He's in a perfect situation
For sure,
for himself.
Bruno would get,
you
double.
you switch him and Cole Palmer situations. Like, would you be having this conversation also? Like.
Cherki's better than Cole Palmer.
But once again, I find
now?
there's such player careers, there's such emphasis on like the team dynamics around you are so crucial
Yeah, it
to your
changes
career
everything.
because I feel like you can give Chelsea, like we can speak about Chelsea. You put the best player in the world, maybe not Yamal and shit, but you put like a world-class player in that team and they'll make him look average. So
It's kind of crazy.
How would an Olise look on Chelsea?
not as good as he looks at Bayern, I promise you that. Like,
Because there's no one there to kind of like.
yes, obviously a player like Olise will obviously
Yeah.
separate himself from the rest of the team because he's that much better than everyone. But would we be talking about Olise Ballon d'Or? I really don't think so.
João Pedro is like top
yeah.
4 in PL goal scoring, and nobody talks about him like he's like a top.
But it's because it
level
comes in
striker.
bunches. It comes in clumps. Like
Yeah.
it's one performance this week, João Pedro scores a hat trick. You're like, holy shit, João Pedro's insane. But then he'll not score for the next 3, and you'll be like,
Yeah,
holy
like a Luis
average
Diaz.
goal.
I can guarantee you, a Luis Diaz, if he played on this Chelsea team all season,
You would look
no one,
average.
no one would talk about him.
Yeah, he would look average. So team dynamics are extremely important to the individual, but it also takes special individual to create good team dynamics. So it's a trade-off there. But Cherki, amazing player, definitely I would put him in the conversation with Cole Palmer. I would put him in the conversation with. Is Jude
What
Bellingham a stretch? Like
No, but based
Not a
on
stretch
based
at
on on player, like just player or right now. Because
Like-
right now, sure, I'd even put
Player.
him in the Musiala tier.
yeah, I don't think
I'd
that's
put him in those
crazy.
He
conversations.
has a level of technicality that is not being shown in the Prem right now. He looks like such an anomaly because there's really no other player in the Prem.
But it's because
that's
no
playing-
players afforded
That much time, yeah.
Like I said, the whole league became Arteta codified. So it's like the players like Cherki are being restricted. Like I feel like Cole Palmer, you put him in the Man City number 10, we're talking about potential player of the season. You know, that's the difference. I feel like the difference between all like Cherki and the rest of these players.
Yeah. He's just such an anomaly.
Yeah, 100%.
Chelsea,
now.
there's a disconnect right
yeah,
now. It's
we need to speak about Chelsea because
have-
this is
This was-
fucking embarrassing.
yeah.
Beyond embarrassing.
I was speaking about this before Ferms showed up. I kind of feel like Chelsea fans are in the same boat as I was in when Amrim was manager, where you've been losing and had such negative results for such a long time that you think that the level of these players is lower than it actually is, but they're not bad players. Like, you should not go into a game against Man City expecting to get destroyed.
Yeah.
Your Chelsea Football Club, there's good players in this team like Moises Caicedo, Cole Palmer, João Pedro, Estevao, Cucurella, I was about to say Robert Sanchez, but that's ass.
But it's not that. It's like shout out Steven because I was talking to him. This guy was celebrating Man City goals because I think it's gone to a point where, like he was telling me, the players don't trust the manager, the fans don't trust the players, and it doesn't seem like the coach is trusted by the management. Like it's a whole disconnect between every single facet of Chelsea like football club. And the players, I agree. There's a Caicedo who's world class. There's a João Pedro who could be world class. Estevao's a youngster who's coming up. But bro, in reality, if you look at each individual player, how many of these would you keep? Like a Wesley Fofana, he's gone, in my opinion. Gusto
Yes.
hasn't shown anything. Cucurella you could keep. Santos shows some potential.
But again,
but like
all this promise of potential. That's
it's
just
a
what they're hoping
2030
for.
project. Like at this point, you're not winning
There's no
now.
pillars.
Yeah.
There's no pillars. Yeah,
Chelsea fans are, I think the main reason why Chelsea fans are pissed, and the ones I've spoken to recently, Bellini's Blues and Mackingham, basically, they're pissed because they've spent so much money and they're seeing what other, like, Olise
Yes.
pisses them off. The fact that Olise exists and Olise was so cheap pisses them off.
I'm pretty sure Elise wanted to go to Chelsea too.
No, like
But they just didn't, because Bayern offered him like 250K or whatever. Chelsea said, "Yeah, no, we're not going. It doesn't fit our wage bill."
Yeah, really, it doesn't fit the
So
wage bill.
from a Chelsea fan perspective, I don't blame, like, an Inter fan won't be pissed about losing out on Olise because they were never in the contention for an Olise. But at Chelsea's have spent that much money, therefore you could have had these players, and you end up pulling up with this. Like Hato was how much?
60 mil.
And he's on a 10-year,
Yeah, whatever.
5 deal,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, what was the
it's-
what was the
these players-
purpose?
the point-
Fofana was what, 80 million?
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Like,
That's the worst center back signing. of
bro,
all
you
time.
could have had Olise, and Fofana's paid a shit ton. You could have had Olise.
But the
so, like,
problem-
I
the
understand why
second
they're
highest paid player
frustrated.
at Chelsea.
The problem is that like a Hato could be a good player, but if you obviously rely on him against a Man City with who is the pillar in that defense? You have Cucurella, Hato, Fofana, Gusto today. There's no
Cucurella.
one.
Well,
There's
there's
no
also
vet.
injuries, to be
There's no
fair.
vet.
But I see discussion. You say Hato could be a good player. Yeah, he could be a good player. I've seen discussion on Ajax Twitter, and for some reason I got into this whole deep dive on Ajax Twitter. They have a young center back also there, Mokio. He's Belgium and he's 18 or 17. They just signed him to a long-term contract. Supposedly they sold Hato because Mokio was better than him, so they didn't even need Hato anymore. They're both left-sided center backs. So like
it could
you're
also
taking
be-
Ajax sloppy seconds too.
Yeah,
you know,
it could
like,
also be that he's not good. But the point is that these young players that are joining Chelsea, they're not being supported by any vet. Like,
Yes.
who do they even look up to? Maybe back just a couple of years ago, you had a Thiago Silva. That would have helped so much right now.
Yeah.
Because a Hato could be learning something.
But I see it at Man United, like every of our young players, like Bruno stays after training and works with them on stuff.
Exactly.
Like shit like that. Like there's no Bruno here. Cole Palmer's supposed to be your Bruno, but Cole Palmer's still a kid, bro. Like,
He hasn't even had a mentor himself.
Yeah.
But Cole Palmer's also thinking about other things.
Yeah,
At
he's
this
busy
point-
at the O2 with all the rappers and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like Cole Palmer right now is at a point of it in his career where he's not being supported by the management with signings.
Yeah. He's not meant to be a babysitter either.
Exactly. Like,
he
he's
has
supposed to
work on
be
his
the
own
main
game.
man who's supposed to be surrounded by players that
He
are
should get out of there. He should just get
like
out.
he's in this situation where
But
he should be.
we're also blowing up the matter a little bit too much.
I don't
Bro,
think so.
no,
they're,
right
Man
now.
City's
they're
most
3
informed
they're
team in the
3
Premier League.
points out of finishing 10th. You understand that, right?
Okay,
Well,
this
Go
wouldn't-
check the table.
I wouldn't blow
yes,
it up
they're
this much.
5th right now or 6th or whatever they're in right now. But
Couple
they're
more
a
bad
lot
results.
closer to the fucking Sunderland than they are to Liverpool, Man United and shit in the table.
Yeah, that's the issue.
You just look at this team and you wonder where the money went. But again, you're paying for, like a Wesley Fofana, you're paying for the idea of what he could be. You're paying Hato, you're paying for the idea of
But
what
this
he
is
could
not
be.
the back. This is not the back line. This you're missing Reece James.
what does Chalobah change? Chalobah changes
Chalobah and
nothing.
fucking Colwill. Okay,
Colwill is young as well.
Colwill was a big loss, but you lost him. You lost him before the transfer window closed.
Before the season started.
Yeah. So
Regardless, these
and
players.
Maresca went out in the press conference, by
Yeah.
the way, at the beginning of the season and demanded a left-sided center back, and
Exactly.
the management denied him.
Yeah.
That was a big
Big
turning point
contention
also.
And regardless of who you put right now, any player doesn't trust Rosinho. It's clear that there's a disconnect there too. There's
no
a lack of
respect.
trust.
Yeah, look at what Enzo did, bro. You're not a manager that has respect. Where a player, yeah, sure, you suspended him after the fact,
he cares.
but a manager, like you shouldn't. Your players shouldn't even think about that as
Exactly.
you could possibly do. And now what? 2-game suspension is done. You just got creamed in both games. You're supposed to just walk back into the starting 11 like Enzo, like
He
nothing
will.
happened, or
He
what?
will,
will,
because
though.
they're so stuck. Because it's either Lavia or Andre Santos. So
But this even
Enzo's gonna walk
This just
back into
adds
the
fuel
lineup.
to the fire for that Enzo
Yeah.
conversation. You guys are going to say, "Well, look what you guys do. Look what
Yeah.
you guys are doing without me."
You need me even more.
yeah, exactly.
Cole Palmer, if Cole Palmer had if his agent and him decide one day to pull an Enzo,
What are they going to do?
what are they gonna do?
And I'm sure Cole Palmer's going to watch that Enzo situation very closely. Like, okay, Enzo still has 6 years more left on his contract, so let's see how he gets out of this.
Yeah, but Cole Palmer it's different. I don't think he would do.
Bro,
What Enzo did.
Cole
Either.
Palmer, bro, you miss out on CL 1-2 years in a row. You start having conversations with your team, bro.
He's kind of tired of playing in Conference League, bro.
Yeah.
England position at like potentially could be at risk.
Yes,
too, if
because
you
I
have
think
poor
it's definitely at
performance.
The
risk.
players
Yeah.
you're competing with are Jude Bellingham,
He's
like
lucky
Max
Jude Bellingham's
Dowman's coming up
He's
and
lucky
shit. Like,
Jude Bellingham isn't like
Carrying it up right now.
Yeah.
but like even has a player like Rogers move
Yeah.
past you as an attacking midfielder. Foden also, you never know when he's gonna turn on a switch and play
Yeah.
well. Like there's so much competition where you can't afford to be in Europa League, Conference League every single year. You know.
Anyway, I think we can move on to Il Redi Sassuolo, Il
Yeah.
Redi Tottenham Hotspurs.
Okay.
De Zerbi's first match managing Spurs, and they lose 1-0 to Sunderland.
They got off to a good start. I can't count the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes. They actually, I feel like they should have been up 1 or 2-0.
I thought they were playing well too.
In the-
Solanke had a couple of chances.
Then they had a pen called for them. It obviously got VAR reviewed and stuff like that. But I think as a Tottenham fan, I would come out of this game more positive than I was a week ago, but still not like still stressed.
Like it's okay, like this is a bit better, but we're still in relegation.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
we
it's
just lost
definitely
3 points.
Like better
stressful.
than having Tudor, 100% better than having Tudor. But I'm still like, holy fuck, we're getting relegated.
It was.
Yeah, I think it's fucking worrying right now. Like it's not because West Ham won. So
Yeah.
Now you're at a point where like,
And the goal difference is getting close.
yeah,
Like it's not even like. Not even the
didn't
most
pop up.
well-known Spurs.
That's
Mili just looked up
crazy.
Spurs and it was
Yeah, every time I look up Spurs logo, it's always the Spurs. I want to read a De Zerbi quote. He was asked about
every game's a must-win.
he was saying if we're scared of relegation, and his answer was
No.
Fear of relegation? Yes, that's a problem. The target now is to win one game, and we will see everything in a different way.
He's
Bro,
right.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong, but
Wrong.
I'm just happy that Arsenal, if Spurs were good this season, I think the hate would be unbearable on Arsenal. The only, what do you call it?
Saving grace?
The saving grace is that Spurs are also dog shit. So
Couto Romero, I think, came off with injury as well, so
he did.
definitely not.
after multiple reckless
Yeah,
challenges.
injury.
Sunderland didn't even play that well.
They did.
No.
They scored a
Like, at
lucky
the end of the
goal.
day-
They had another good goal scoring chance.
Sunderland,
where they
at the
one-on-one.
beginning of the
Shaka had a couple good shots. Too.
Yeah, I was on Sunderland FC at the beginning of the season, but the way the season has transpired, I think it's a massive overperformance. We'll see him next year in my
Yes, that's what
in
we've
my
been telling you.
predictions.
Yeah, well, 10th is crazy, but
Yeah, it's
Still impressive.
Still very. Yeah.
I think they need another summer of investment.
holy shit, they're 2 points off of
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's what
like,
I said, bro.
after what 32 games, and they're still in that like contention for like top half of the Prem. It's
good.
Listen, I wouldn't say it's an overperformance. I just think that they're playing at a higher level.
No. You
than
check the
people
underlying
expected.
stats, and they're not an amazing Prem team. They're kind of lower.
but it's a well-coached team.
Yeah.
With a couple of good pieces.
Yeah.
I think they need another summer investment to become like
sure.
in that Brentford tier for me, Brentford Everton tier.
But this is the step now. This
Yeah.
First step. Now you could build off of
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
But yeah, back to Spurs.
Spurs.
The issue is like this is just not a good team.
It's a badly assembled team that multiple coaches went through.
Yeah.
De Zerbi hopefully will start putting his ideas in place, but that's gonna take time, and I don't think they have time right now. Like at the end of the day, like he said, it's literally win one game at a time. Like it's
All they
focus
need
on
to do
one
is
game.
win one.
Yeah.
The last 14 matches in the league for Tottenham, 5 draws and 9 losses.
It's really
0
bad.
wins.
That's bad. That's really bad.
But
Yeah.
it did look better. Like I gotta say, it was
I
a
agree.
Better. I see a vision with the Zerbi. It's just
It's
little
just
bit
that
too
narrow.
late.
The issue is that narrow front three: Richarlison, Solanke, Kolumwani. Like, those are 3 players that need the ball fed to them, and there's no like Madison in this team. There's no
relying on
like
Bergvall, Gallagher,
exactly
Gray to
like
feed.
like that front three. None of them are out and out. Like none of them can create stuff for themselves.
3 strikers.
Like they were playing literally like Solanke was but it was like they were very very narrow. So if you can't create anything for yourself, that's 3 guys wasted waiting for shots that are never gonna come. You know, so like I feel like he should have brought in a Travis like he did like
Xavi
started.
Simons came on the bench.
Yeah, should have started. But once again, Xavi Simons is not good. Like it's a horrible assembled team. Like I feel like James Madison coming back would really
Yeah.
Even a
change a
Kulusevski-
lot for this team.
Kulusevski.
Yeah, Kulusevski too. I feel like, bro, you remember when Kulusevski's first injuries first got announced? It was a knock. He was supposed to be back in like 2 weeks. He's been out
don't know what's
for
going on.
he's been out for a year and a half.
Yeah. He got the Malasia.
But supposedly his knee is like
destroyed.
cooked.
Like,
Like-
I don't know if he'll play at a high level again. I think that's the conversation.
He used to always be out of shape in Serie A. I remember that.
still a very very tall, very,
Yeah.
very good player. So
Kulusevski, I would like obviously I wouldn't take him anymore at Man United, but at his peak, bro, he was amazing. He was really
This
amazing.
is a perfect storm for relegation, and I'm here.
Yeah.
For it.
But you think he's capping when he said he'll stay if they get relegated?
No,
You think
I
that
don't
was
think so.
capped? That was just like, I'll stay if they get relegated. Just so you get PR. Like what, you're going to say, no, I'm gone
But
if
he's
I
making
get
enough
relegated.
money. He's making enough money.
I don't think it's.
Yeah, I
capped.
think you.
But then you always get presented with opportunities in the summer, bro. There's so many manager openings and shit.
Where's he gonna make what is he making? 12 mil? Where's he gonna make 12 mil?
6 mil, I think he's making.
still.
No.
I don't know. I
He's the second highest paid manager in the Prem.
Yeah?
According to the new contract. Maybe it only get instilled if he stays.
Bro, Spurs
Until
really
next
said
season.
let's fix an issue by creating another long term.
That's what I was saying. Is that
Yeah,
I
but maybe
wasn't down
you
for
need
this.
that type of confidence boost for your players as well, where like they understand that the coach that you're with, like
Look at this,
the ride
bro.
or die. So
5-year contract.
12 to 15 mil pounds. That's crazy.
Make him the third highest paid in the Prem.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But at least if you do get relegated, you have a coach like which
Yeah,
better
like a
coach
lot
can
better.
you get? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he gets a
but-
bonus if they don't get relegated.
Yeah, but the issue though is that, like, okay, you'll have the Derby, but then you're gonna end up with a team that's a lot lower of a level because a lot of those players are gonna end up.
Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen there.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I think the Derby, like from what I saw this game, I think he could do enough to get
Yeah.
them out. It's just West Ham right now. They're on good form, so like you're fighting a losing battle right now, and you're on the back foot because you're down on points. So yeah, it's gonna be very very tough.
Yeah. So that was the Premier League. Just one last thing on the Prem. Who do you guys think has the highest XG created in the Prem? Which team?
Highest,
Arsenal,
Man City.
Man United.
No.
60
60 XG. 53 goals scored.
Aston Villa.
Palace.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Chelsea also have the third highest XG difference. So if you subtract their XG against versus with their XG for, I think the conversation is being blown a little bit out of proportions just because of the management situation. Because footballing wise this season, I think they've gone a little bit unlucky. A little bit.
But that's the Enzo stint. Like we all knew Enzo was good. Like I was fully on.
Yeah, but they would be less. I'm saying the fear of they're gonna get knocked down the table into double digits, whatever. There was a lot of games this season where I think they should have won and they didn't.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
no,
the most
not
recent
under
games.
Rosignor.
Yeah.
Like there was no game under Rosignor that I'm like, oh my god, what a
Chelsea are a
performance.
team where if they play well, like they'll absolutely play you off the park and they'll get like 2 or 3 XG in
But
one
that doesn't
singular
happen
game.
anymore. I find
It did at the beginning of the season.
with Enzo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now with Rosignor, I don't know. I don't see this Chelsea team surging up the table.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna fall to 10th, but I also don't think that they're gonna.
Like, this is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, number one XG in the league,
yeah.
and you could possibly be 10th by the end of next week.
Yeah. Anyways, Barcelona 4-1 against Espanyol.
El Derby.
I wanted to bring this up specifically because this may be up there as Yamal's potentially his best performance for Barcelona,
Wow.
which is absolutely insane to say because I was watching the just his highlights.
I watched every
honestly, I
touch.
don't give a shit about the rest of the team.
The
Just-
Yamal every touch.
Yeah,
comp on Twitter.
Yamal every touch. Some of those passes were Messi-esque. It was like I was rewatching Messi making some passes where you're
Yeah.
like, how the fuck did he even see that?
Yeah.
Like there was, I think it was the Ferran goal where he cut inside and sent him a
Gave
through
him a
ball, and
little
you're like,
through ball,
how
yeah.
did
With his
how
outside
did
of
he
the
do
foot.
that?
He
Yeah.
passed the ball so well to Ferran that Ferran, I don't even know if Ferran had to touch the ball.
yeah, he barely touched
Like
it.
I
It
think the
looked
ball
like-
was going into the corner
Yeah.
either way, if he touched it or not, which was also a great finish by Ferran.
Yeah.
Be able to
Yeah.
open his body and redirect it.
Yeah.
But I'm in this never-ending loop, and it's kind of we've been starting to do this recently, like off camera, where we're debating like the Messi. Should we compare
Bro,
him? Do we not? I'm in this constant like. Nah, bro, this guy's comparable. No, the fuck, bro, no one compares to
can't.
Messi because then someone posts a Messi comp, and I'm like, oh no, no one's ever gonna touch Messi. But bro, if he does this shit for the 6 years, let's say for the next 6 seasons, you will have enough comps out of him
Yeah.
that you can rival a Messi.
Yeah,
a Messi
like,
one back in the
thing
day.
is that this year he's probably going to end on around 25 goals, 25 assists. At 18, Messi and Ronaldo were not anywhere near
No.
this shit. So
Messi was.
I would've
Messi was nowhere near 25 goals, 25
I'm
assists.
still
at
of the
18.
idea you
He-
can't
he
compare
was.
him.
No,
but
go check.
output-wise, this guy is proving that if he
Yeah.
could level up his game, and he's done it this year, if he could go even more, we're talking about an all-timer easily. Like I
He's
think
already even if he just stays at this level for the rest of his career, he's already an all-timer.
I definitely think
Depends
he's
what he wins, but I would say like he's
Bro, if he just
stepped
stays
up
what
to-
he's at right now and plays 10 years, he's basically like he's higher than a Robin. Yeah, exactly. He's higher than a Robin. He's higher than a Bale. He's higher than these goats.
I don't know about Bale,
bro.
Because
Maybe
Bale's peak was,
we're having
on a
like
different level.
Hazard conversations.
I would
Salah
but honestly, Yamal, if he stays like this for 10 years, he passes Hazard in my opinion. Salah, like I don't think Salah's really seen at that level.
Oh, you're crazy.
No, he's seen as an elite, like a
It really
top player,
depends.
but still.
Like I feel like a Champions League would definitely help his case.
Yeah,
he's
100%.
got the Euros, which is amazing already.
And he was a
at
star
that
player
age.
at that
Yeah,
Euros.
he was a
too.
star
like,
player.
Like you think of that Euros, you think of him and Nico Williams.
Yeah.
Mainly him. But
No, they don't
still.
track assists. I don't know why they didn't track assists back then. His FOMOB, like at 18, 2006, he literally just didn't have assists.
Maybe. Oh
he
yeah.
didn't
But how many goals?
17 goals in all comps.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay,
he
not
was.
bad. That might actually be the year he won CL header against Man United.
2006.
2006,
That was
2007.
9.
No, that's 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
There he was already scoring.
Yeah. He was already.
2006, he was still backup to Ronaldinho.
Yeah, that was already like the game plan was shut down Messi by that point already.
Yeah.
But I did want to bring this up. Yes, obviously amazing performance. Now Barcelona, they're starting to give him a bit more limelight publicly, which I'm surprised it took this long. But he's doing his first ever, can you believe it? First ever pregame press conference with Hansi Flick on for the CL game against Atleti, which is kind of a crazy game to give the first one to, you know?
I was shocked that he never done one.
Yeah. Because first of all, I woke
You
up.
fact check this?
Yeah, I woke up this morning and Fabrizio Romano dropped with like an alarm emoji. Yamal will do the pregame press conference with Hansi Flick. I'm like, how's this news? I'm like, how is this important? But then supposedly it's his first one. So it's kind of crazy that a player like Yamal has never done a pre-match press conference. But I feel like you're kind of setting him up for failure. Like if he's gonna come out there, probably give some. He's 18 years old, bro. He's gonna give some stupid quote that will be held against the Barcelona team or like held against him.
Anything he says, to be honest, is going to become
Exactly.
I'm like, if he says I'm confident in the team that we'll give it our best today.
He's too cocky.
If he says even something that humble and calm, the game after that's gonna be plastered. Like they're gonna take 3 words from that and then they're gonna make a meme out of him.
I honestly think him being like, if he's that kind of honest and direct with what he says, I think there would be a better reaction, because it's when they're cryptic, where it's like people then say like, okay, you're keeping it
but
too
look,
much.
No, but cryptic. Bro changed his Instagram profile picture a couple hours ago to LeBron in 2016 when they came back against the Warriors.
Like, you see what I mean? Like that's the level of crypticness that will get you memed.
He's a kid. He's a kid at the end of the day.
I don't. That's just straight up. He's saying he's gonna make a comeback. You know.
Yeah, but instead of saying we will do our best to make a comeback,
I like it. I like a little bit of arrogance. Obviously, like
He has yet to back it up.
But that's the problem. He
He has yet to post one of those things versus PSG. It was all the same. He has yet to do one of those before the El Clasico. He just needs one time where he talks big and he does big
in a massive match. Because listen, versus Espanyol, I could applaud you for having a fantastic game. Technically, like you could put that in any game, and I could say that's a fantastic game. But I get like CL nights, remontadas time.
but
like you
guys
need
are
to be there.
you're also putting like the results of Barcelona on his shoulders. Like I understand he's that important, but like against Atletico Madrid, he had an all-timer performance. It was him against
Where?
Atletico.
When?
What are you talking about? The Atletico Madrid game that we just
the
saw.
last game. That was
Last game,
it
was very, very similar to other games.
yeah.
Where
He was
the first 20 minutes
He
were
was
fantastic,
dribbling 6 people at a time.
and then after
yeah,
that,
but if you don't make
there.
like sure. But if you don't make the difference by scoring or doing something, then you can't call that an
How
all-time
much more
performance.
could he do?
Score.
Not an all-time performance, but it was a good
was a good
performance for a
performance.
regular person standard.
But this has happened multiple
But that's a
times. where
world-class
he
performance.
starts off well.
You don't
didn't
see
score.
that every day. It does it like
It's an average Yamal performance.
Bro,
It's
I'm
an
sorry.
average amount performance, but-
dribbling through 6 players and then getting the block shot at the end. Like it's the result that matters.
No,
Listen,
I don't see it like that at all.
We could credit
why?
him for those moments.
Because
You didn't change the game.
but he was changing the game. He was the only one changing
They lost.
the game.
They lost 2-0.
But you're attributing a team performance over a team result over on him when he's not. At the end of the day, he's one
I'm
player
just
out of 11
asking
players.
for one even an assist or a goal on the stat sheet.
But then you're stat merchant. You're just looking at stats.
We're calling world-class performances a stat
That
merchant.
was a
brother.
world-class
A world-class
merchant.
performance requires a goal or assist.
No, it doesn't.
Or
So
win the
what, the
game.
one against Inter
Yeah,
was
the one against
or win the
Inter.
game.
Yeah, the
or
one
win the game.
They didn't win the
No,
game, and
no.
we all remember that performance.
world class.
one?
You can have
The one
world class
against
performance
Inter.
with no
He
stats.
didn't get a goal or
He
assist.
didn't get a goal. or
Zero.
assist. That's the best performance I've ever seen with no goal or assist.
100%. And there's been many of those in football. I'm sure.
I just, again, you say like, oh, it goes on to him. Like he invites it as well. Like him posting as
Yeah,
like
he relishes
PFT as
it.
LeBron.
Yes.
Like you're then the focal point of the team. You are.
I completely
You
agree.
better deliver.
You have to, unfortunately. I'm not saying
I completely agree.
I'm not
but
saying
he
put
is
it there.
delivering. That's the thing. He is delivering.
And in a game versus Espanyol, yes, I agree.
Against Atletico Madrid, he delivered a good performance. The fact is that just Barcelona as a whole did not play well. Like Kubarsi's red card is on Yamal.
I
No, it's not.
That. I never said that either.
But then you're attributing the result of Barcelona on his shoulders. Like he's
People
they do it to
people
them.
do
So
that with
Barcelona
Bruno
does
also.
it.
When you're a superstar, bro.
okay, but then you
unfortunately-
should understand more than
I do
anyone.
Don't
understand. I don't
compare
do- I'm
Bruno,
not
bro.
doing
No
it,
one does
bro.
this shit to Bruno. Don't compare nothing, bro.
Bro, they do. Like
Nobody
you,
compares
bro.
anything.
Bruno's not an all-timer, bro. Yeah, what has he won with Man United, bro?
do with Bruno.
But it's the same thing. It's like you're using team to justify the individual. I know the individual special. I don't need to just because he's surrounded by players not at his level, and those players are not able. Like Barcelona, his teammates need to perform as well. It's
Yes.
not just Yamal and figure it out. You'll never win. You might win a La Liga playing like that, but luckily they have Rafinha and stuff. But you'll never win a CL playing Yamal hero ball. You need a team. The days are gone where you can even we look back at Ronaldo CL. Ronaldo when he was scoring 15 goals every year in CL. The team Benzema was not playing to his full potential.
He had an all-timer team though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Benzema, when Benzema was playing with Ronaldo, we didn't think of him as the Benzema of now.
No, but that's 'cause
People were
Ronaldo's
actually calling for
better.
Benzema to be sold when Ronaldo was there.
I
But there was
remember
also
those
Cruz. There was also like the rest
Yes,
of the team.
but I feel like
Ramos
all those
is-
players, we only saw their real level when Ronaldo left. When
no.
bro.
Bro, they all made careers for themselves.
Yes,
out
but
of that.
Cruz took for me personally, Cruz took a step up when Ronaldo left. Benzema took a step up when Ronaldo left. Like there were multiple players that came out of their shells where when you're
Yeah,
playing
but
with
then
the
You had to replace that output.
yes,
And
but
they-
I don't
they
think
replaced
like
it.
bro,
No, I
Yamal
think the
leaves. I
bar
think
lowered.
Ferran Torres is scoring fucking 4 goals.
I'd say the Varvar the bar lowered, and that's why these players got their praise after Ronaldo left. Because the
Bar didn't lower.
Benzema
He
the
still
bar
wants-
lowered.
yeah, he won a Ballon d'Or.
the bar lowered after Ronaldo left.
No.
Because you're comparing them to Ronaldo.
No, because
Now no
Ronaldo-
one will have a Yamal performance, so no one's gonna you won't say, oh, that's the standout performance because Yamal will always have a better one.
No,
But
Ronaldo
Benzema was
was-
just used differently. It was used in ways where he probably was a bit less important.
Ronaldo always took the spotlight, so no other player could have gotten the spotlight. That was Ronaldo, and he dictated that he needed the spotlight. So Cruz didn't get that praise until Ronaldo left. I think that was the situation. Because bro, there was a whole team. There's a Galacticos team around him.
I think
Yeah,
it was more
100%.
Benzema that was a victim of that than anything.
Yeah.
Benzema the most. Anyway, Yamal needs to have a very good game.
He knows that everyone's going to be looking to him. Barcelona will be looking to him as well. It's unfortunate because if there's one guy you don't want to blame for being eliminated, it's Yamal because he puts in those performances. There's probably
Yeah, but-
10 other players you can
Yeah,
blame.
but I won't blame him.
Exactly.
won't
That's what
blame
I'm
him.
saying.
No, but you're saying it was a world class performance. I'm saying
was
kind
a
of-
world-class.
It was not a
Bro, he
World
was
Cup.
dribbling
It was not a
six.
World
We all
It wasn't.
saw
It
great
wasn't
moments.
world.
It was insane.
It was a very
It was
good.
a good. It was for
The
anyone
issue
else
is that
though,
his
he-
standard is different than
Yeah.
regular players.
Bro,
Like
we were
if
saying I
Pedro
haven't seen
Neto
this
is
in
dropping,
years.
if Pedro Neto does this, then yeah, we're
Pedro Neto
fucking
will never
crazy.
do that. What are we talking about?
It was a good performance,
point.
but it could have been better.
Olise's was world class. His was world class. Those are the two players that we saw in this Champions
but,
League round that were doing stuff like that.
Olise for 90 minutes was like
Yamal
you couldn't
too.
keep your eyes off of him. Yamal, there's times in the game where
Why doesn't
it's just
Doku get
not
the
effective.
The
when
issue-
Doku dribbles
No,
10
no, no.
men every
Here,
game.
Oh.
I have a
it's the same
perfect.
thing.
I have a perfect
It's the
like
exact same thing.
Barcelona. The way they set up their team, they need more out of Yamal. But that's because Yamal is so special that they set up the team in that specific way that dribbling 6 players and not getting a goal or assist for Yamal in a game might not be good for the team because they're so reliant on him. But it's
Yeah,
not,
I mean,
if
that's
him
what
himself, the individual, is not a bad thing, but the team needs more out of him, if that makes sense.
The team should be looking at Pedri is who they should be, because Pedri had a shit first game. That's the guy that they should be looking at. Because if Pedri had a good game, and he has a high standard, if he had a good game, along with everyone else, we wouldn't be talking about it as a 2-0 loss.
There was a really good tweet I read about Pedri and Bellingham. Okay, and I don't know if it's a diss towards Pedri or like it's more of a lifting up of Bellingham, but I think it perfectly encapsulated what it meant. I'm gonna try and find it, but it was basically saying like if you put Pedri with a bunch of shitters around him, he will not look out. He will not look like he won't take the game by the balls. But Bellingham, if you give Bellingham a bunch of shitters, he will somehow find a way to win the game.
I don't know about that.
I mean, exactly. They're different. They're different players. That's all it is. Like you're
I mean,
trying
I'd
to
rather
compare.
the second one.
Huh?
I'd rather the second one.
Yeah, but we've seen Bellingham performances where he's absolutely
like, I agree.
he's absolutely invisible, but he gets the goal. Look at the Slovakia game was it Slovakia or
In the
Overhead
Euros?
kick?
It was Slovakia.
Slovakia. Like
Yeah.
that was a bad performance from Bellingham, but he got the goal, so you got to praise him. Like obviously that's good. That's good for him for dragging his team out of that game. Pedri, sure, he doesn't have the goal scoring gene because he's not a goal scorer, but he's affecting the game in different ways, and he's been doing that. So like, sure, you could like I like both of them, to be honest. It's not like I prefer Pedri, but I do recognize that Bellingham is world class as well. Maybe not this season. He's taking a bit of a step back.
I'd rather Vitinha over both of them.
I would try to find the tweet, but I'm not going to be able to find it.
Oh, I thought you had a screenshot. Doesn't it say good luck finding it on your Twitter?
Yeah, no, whatever. I thought I was going to be able to look up Pedri Bellingham because it went viral, so I thought it was going to be like near the top, but it wasn't, unfortunately.
Anyway, swinging to the other side, Madrid tied Girona, and
Out of the race.
La Liga done.
Dunzo.
it's not looking good, bro, for Madrid and La Liga.
Yeah.
Yeah, La Liga's
Another
finished.
performance.
I would like to see the sentiment, Real Madrid fans, in the comments, because we were having this debate was it in the live stream? I don't remember where we had this debate. It might have been in the CL preview on Patreon, actually, that Mbappe comes back and Madrid start dropping points again after they picked up good form when he was out. Now, can you just specifically say it's Mbappe's fault? I don't think you can say that. But what changed in the team that you add in Mbappe, which should be take the team to the next level, and it somehow regresses the team back down to the team that we saw at the beginning of the season that was dropping points again?
What I was saying is we look at that Bayern game, Real Madrid had a good performance. Mbappe scored. Mbappe played well. So just because it happened against Girona in this case and Mallorca over the last weekend, I can't just pinpoint the blame all to Mbappe. Mbappe makes the team better. It's just, in this case, there was other issues going on in the Girona game. I don't think he played particularly well, but the team is just, it's in a bad period right now. That's what it is. And Arbeloa actually, in my opinion, stepped in and did well so far. Just in these games, he seems like he doesn't have a grip on the team.
Would you give Arbeloa a permanent position in the summer?
No, I think the standards are higher at Real Madrid.
It really depends because statistically, like they played well this game. That's the problem. They just weren't clinical enough. And Mbappe, he got a pretty nasty foul, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
from what I
he
saw.
posted it on Twitter.
You got an elbow to the head.
Elbow to the head.
But are you ready to
it was-
support someone that, like, at the end of the day, he was an interim manager?
But
that was his goal.
I would check with the players at the end of the season and say, what do you think about Arbeloa? What was your experience with him?
Yeah.
If you come out mostly positive, and that's a tough locker room to come out mostly positive in, if you come out mostly positive, I don't think you can do much better from fresh.
It really depends. Like a I don't want to say dictator like Xabi Alonso, but a manager that needs a lot more say in how things are ran at a club clearly does not work with this team. Real Madrid is a very very serious case where it's like these players need to play like to their strengths, and to them it's like you let us ball out.
The manager is the 12th player at Real Madrid. It's not the manager. It's the 12th player because Real Madrid run themselves, and the manager is just another piece. And actually, he's the most expendable of the 12, because the players are the value, and the manager is just, can we find the manager that works for this team? So when you just said it, know that they should ask the players at the end of the season. Like, that's actually how Real Madrid
will probably
go through it. Is like, are the players happy with this manager?
And there's links this week that obviously, because Mbappe, like it obviously all lines up. Dictator Mbappe taking control of the club. Didier Deschamps potentially being an option for Real Madrid. What do you guys think?
I think that's a really good manager for the job. I don't know. When's the last time he had a managerial position for
Juventus? 1 second, let me check.
That was his last job.
I don't know, but Como just scored against Inter.
Wow, God forbid.
Actually, what time is it?
The game's already on. It's okay. It's okay, guys.
I thought we were on time.
Right in time for the Serie A talk too, right?
You guys can't even beat Como.
It's the 36th minute. Let's calm it down.
Come was sick.
I got a top 4 battle going on, bro. I need you guys.
It was Marseille, but Juve before that, then Marseille for 3 years.
2012.
Since then,
That's crazy.
2012 to 2026 in France, right? So,
But I think he's done a good job for
Look at that
France.
PPM for Juve.
but
2.33 points per match is insane.
But look at the issue that I have with Deschamps is that he has not.
I think he was a City B manager though, but whatever.
Like he literally has not managed club football
No, he's managed
since 2012.
senior games.
Like the amount of games, look at this: 163 games over 3 years for Marseille,
Yeah.
177 games over 14 years for France. Like, will he be able to acclimatize to multiple games a week? Like France, it's not like that. So, I think he's still a top manager. I think like he's a proven winner.
Did he win anything
at
with
the
Marseille?
highest level? I don't know if Ed won anything with France. No, with Marseille.
Well, France.
This team, the thing is, this team should be ran like a national team. Yeah, he did.
4-time French League Cup winner.
Won the Super Cup.
Super Cup too. Like
French champion.
French champion. Well, I mean, it was a different team back then. Stronger team. And PSG wasn't as
right
didn't have
before
a grip.
PSG got bought off.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the Real team should be ran more like a national team, where it's like tactics aren't as important.
Yeah, but at the top level in those big crucial games, that's the difference.
Ancelotti had zero tactics, bro. He won a Champions League.
That's such a
Self-admitted.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate it so
Self-admitted,
much.
self-admitted, bro.
No, but there's a
Ancelotti
difference.
himself
He didn't
said
show
there was
up
no
with
tactic.
nothing. He just delegated more, maybe to the players, like what are your strengths and stuff like that, and then he created the tactic around that. But
Bro, the Champions League final, Cruz fucking made the tactics.
yeah,
for that
but
final.
did you see Real Madrid are actually bringing back Cruz in a what's it called, in a hierarchy?
Manager,
role.
I would
Yeah.
do that too. Yeah, I'd consider that.
Like bring back the players that knew how to be successful with
Yes.
the players that you have now. And then they're gonna be able to tell you like, oh, you see, but you shouldn't use Vinny like that because that's not where he's at his best and stuff like that. Like,
Because I think they were expecting the transition from like a Cruz, Modric, Casemiro to the next midfield to be smooth, and I think they thought that they had that, but it seems like Camavinga never stepped up. Bellingham kind of did step up, but now he kind of regressed.
Tchouaméni.
Tchouaméni, he's done good this season, but like he's not there yet.
He's not in that tier.
You know what I mean?
echelon, you know,
Like I feel like
Valverde is like the only one that you can say, okay, he's there.
He had
yeah.
the most
He's
time
got the-
amongst those players,
Yeah.
amongst the Modric and the Cruzes and the Casemiros. He had the most time with them.
even Goulet, he's been very good, but like he's not there yet. He needs a bit more time. Defensively, they are.
What would you say is the dream appointment this summer for Real Madrid manager?
Zidane is
Yeah,
going to
but
take over the
Zidane's
French
going
national
French.
team. So I like Deschamps. And if they're going to chase like a Saliba this summer, it makes even more the reason, bro. They're going to have like
A French connection.
the three of the core pieces of France.
The issue is that like, I don't even know what type of manager would succeed. Like,
A manager that just lets them play. Like that's all it is. Like it's such a unique job. I really don't think there's a club like that right now at the top level where you could just go in and say, yeah, ball out, like just go play. It's crazy to me,
But I don't know. It's so easy to
Evil.
say.
low key.
Like, what do you think Arbeloa is doing? He's hitting the let's play. Like,
But that's why it works.
Yeah.
For them right now.
But you
then
need a
keep
let's
Arbeloa.
play. You need a let's play manager with a little bit more,
a little bit more experience.
more
Mourinho.
experience.
Mourinho is like the
Mourinho one last dance. The absolute final dance. It's like 4 a.m. The guy's already done 3 last dances. Like this is his.
Well, the last call. It's the last call.
Yeah.
we still have some Serie A to speak about.
Let's make it quick.
Ferms.
Let's make it quick.
speak.
3-0 Udinese.
It ain't looking good, bro.
No, that's crazy.
That's a pumping.
That's crazy. And Como's about to, looking right now like they're about
Como's
to
a
get
great
3
team.
points. You guys are actually in a CL battle now. Forget title.
We've always been.
Always been gimmick. As
No,
if you
or-
weren't talking about the title.
I was, bro. Stop this! I knew that I would get framed like this, bro.
Did he not say Inter slipping up?
Check our first podcast. What did I say our expectations were? Top
Okay,
4.
yeah.
And that's
But
embarrassing
in
that it is
between the
that.
first podcast and that. it
Yeah, I
changed.
started believing, but I always said, Mili, back
What?
me up here. I've always said Inter should win and will win.
Yeah, Inter should win.
exactly.
fuck.
But
Bro,
don't-
I'm
Holy
sorry, but
fucking
I'm
fuck.
realistic. Check our predictions.
Inter should have always win. They're the best in
Juventus fan
Italy. They're
talking, by
the
the way.
best in it. You never see me say that shit, bro.
Oh, you said it
But fuck, I
multiple
was in a
times.
title race. I was 12 points off. I was in a title race, bro. I was coming on the podcast low key. Bro,
Anyways.
you were 5 points off at one point.
Yeah, and we slipped.
Or 3.
The Napoli game was
after
the
derby.
dagger.
After the derby too. Yeah, Napoli game was a
The
dagger.
Napoli game was the dagger because Napoli didn't even play that much better.
Very funny. This was made in Italy week, so it was like with a lot of representation for Italy on the broadcast and everything. This Udinese Milan game, I believe, had what
Two
three
Italians.
Italians, but Ricci
three if you count
Ricci got his like first start in like 12 months.
Ricci
So it's like
Bartesaghi
it's
and,
like I would count two: Bartesaghi and some guy.
And then
Udinese had one Italian, no?
Zaniolo.
Zaniolo. Okay.
it.
So Bartesaghi and Zaniolo were representing Italy on Made in Italy Day. So if you want to
Made in
hear how
Italy
cooked we are, Made in Italy week.
Yeah, because Da Vinci is born on April 15th, so they dedicated the whole week.
Okay. Da Vinci Oro? Da Vinci W. Da Vinci was a
deserves
walking
day.
W.
He
Yeah.
deserves a day.
Deserves
Yeah.
a week.
But yeah, we're always in the same situation where it's like, I personally think this is another rebuild situation. Like we got a couple of good pieces, but like
Leao. A lot of talk about Leao.
Leao, I've said it in the couple of podcasts ago. I think he's gone in the summer.
Leao
And,
is getting clowned right now, by the way.
Hernandez, Inter legend, came out and said
Actually, no, he's
Actually,
a
I think it's
Lazio
more of a
legend.
Juve.
Fuck you talking about? He's a Lazio
Hernandez,
legend.
yeah.
he's
Juve.
three. He's all three. Like I remember him
He had
more
like
at
1
Inter
year.
to
He
be
had like
honest.
1 or 2 years.
I remember
at
him
Inter.
at Lazio.
Lazio he was also very known, but
He actually has good videos. Like
came out after the game and said Leao should have left with Teo hand in hand because right now all the Milan fans expected Leao to kind of take a next step mentally and stuff like that, and obviously he hasn't. They thought Allegri would take him to the next step, and he hasn't. So
I think that's a hindsight situation, bro. Like Leao looked ready for this season, then got injured and kind of lost it. And then mentality-wise, he doesn't seem like he's there. I think it's just time, maybe after the World Cup, see how he does, potentially sell him. Like,
Are you planning on keeping Allegri next season?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
see
So
why.
then
not.
I'd get rid of Leao.
I mean, Leao is failing himself right now. I don't think it's.
Yeah, I
Allegri.
he
think
played
more of a Leao
striker
problem.
last game, 4-3-3.
Every game.
No, 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Or he's played striker all season.
He's been
just
playing
in a
striker all
just in a
season.
sometimes.
But that's such a misuse of his talents. Like that's not what he is.
But even when he played left wing, he hasn't.
This guy
shown
cannot
anything.
take
because
on a
Allegri
man.
doesn't play
Like,
to his
it's
player
crazy.
strengths. He plays to his own formation.
Please watch football, please.
The
No, but
switch up Firms is actually
I-
it's actually the most disrespectful
it's
thing you've
kinda
ever done.
Marcus
But
Rashford.
switch up
How
that
can you
you've
look
done,
at a team
because you sat
composed-
and told me the exact same thing I'm telling you right now.
I'm telling you, we have a defense composed of Bartesaghi, who's been good, Pavlovic, De Winter, Tomori, and an Athekame and / Salamakers. How do you expect to even compete with anybody else?
Okay,
Like,
so
that's just
once
not
again,
a good defense. It's
Exact
just
same
not.
shit I told you. That's the exact same
That
thing.
has nothing to do
I had the
with
same
Allegri.
problems. I had the same defensive issues. You're answering me the same thing that I used to answer you.
Explain.
What kind of fucking excuse is that? I'm talking about Leao being shit, and you're talking about your Athekame. I don't give a shit about Athekame. Your forwards, he just plays a system. If you fit the system, great. If you don't fit the system, you're gonna rot.
Arteta.
He's the original Arteta.
disagree.
But Leao, watching Leao,
Yeah.
you could just tell that he is not the same Leao as he was 2 years
Yeah.
ago. This guy, he's lost the
It's
pace.
a Rashford coded situation.
It's not.
It is.
I love Leao.
Bro, I watched Rashford's career arc, and I'm watching Leao's career arc. It's very similar.
I'm Leao's biggest glazer, and I'm telling you, this season, it's all on him. The fault is all
Nico
on him.
Paz just scored 2-0.
Good. Nico Paz is better than
Not
Lautaro.
good, bro. These fucking Como's gonna make top 4, bro.
I need
Como's gonna make
us
Champions
to.
League.
They deserve it.
Let's get going.
Anyways, there's bigger issues at Milan. I think it's a board issue more than it's not an Allegri issue. He has faults in some games. Like the Napoli game, you could give him some fault for playing too defensive. This game, he played his game, but nobody really showed up. Apart from Pulisic, everybody else was mid. And Udinese somehow had Zaniolo, Ire di Roma come back from. He's been having a good season, so I can't even fault him.
Linked to Milan.
I don't want him because it's just
But
the same
what
cycle.
does a good transfer window even look like for you this summer?
I don't know.
Like 3 guys you never heard of?
Yeah,
Center back.
Boga works for you, so
You've heard of Boga?
Bro,
Boga
Boga was
now?
fucking
What the fuck are we
irrelevant
talking
before.
about?
What the fuck are we
stand-
talking about here, bro? Boga was nothing.
Oh, maybe you guys need a fucking Boga, bro. 3-0, 2-0. Seems like you need a Boga
you
dance.
lost to Udinese too, by the way.
Oh,
We all lost.
we won this weekend.
everyone lost.
Yeah,
to Udinese
even
in
Inter
Juve.
lost to Udinese.
But yeah, Juve won 1-0.
Yeah,
against,
bro, we won 1.
Udinese.
Atalanta.
Getting a, as per usual, nosebleed on the podcast.
Allegri gets me
new.
too excited, bro. I'm actually so happy that Firms is experiencing an Allegri tenure.
I've already
I'm
experienced
so
it.
happy. No, we've also both experienced good Allegri tenures.
Exactly.
But now I've experienced a bad one,
It's
and you're
first
experiencing
season
a bad
at
one.
Milan. Like,
Oh
Milan
no,
was a fucking wreck before.
yeah, sure. He steadied the ship. They're not gonna get any better next season. They're gonna get worse next season.
That also depends on a summer transfer window. Like,
Who the fuck are they gonna
Inter
sign,
scored.
bro?
no, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Fuck up. Fuck! I hate this.
Who are they going to sign realistically, Milan, this summer? I don't know.
It just depends. We need strikers. We need, as I said, a whole rebuild, because at the end of the day, the team composition now, it's looking like a Man United situation where there's too many coaches that had a say that like it just got lost. Like there's no vision anymore, and it's clear that like we need a lot of signings. Like I'm talking striker, right backs.
The issue
Figure
is
out whether we're playing a 4-3-3 or a 5 at the back.
In striker right now with the Santi Jimenez, a full crew. Like there's so many misses right now. I don't know if they're just going to go in and say, you know what, like, we're going to dump another 25, 30 million into a striker.
The worst thing that's like Arsenal saying, oh, we missed on Havertz, we missed on Gyökeres, let's not sign one.
I know, but
they still need a striker.
but
We have no depth. We have no depth. Like,
Bro, trust me,
Fulkrug is not the guy to look
I'm a
for.
scaled up
fucking
Milan
garbage.
where like we sign strikers. It's you just have. I've realized that
Is the key to keep shooting?
we say no. We say
Also can't keep shooting.
we think, oh, bro, just be ruthless. You as a top club, you need to be ruthless, bro. You have a shit season, get the fuck out of my club. Like there's standards.
Yeah.
Like that's what I've realized signing Mbuemo, fucking Cunha, Sheshko. Like none of them are 10 out of 10 signings, but they're just good players that
They are good players.
That they replaced we could have easily given Højlund another season, COO, whatever. We paid 80 mil for him. He could be good or whatever. It's ruthlessness. Get him the fuck out. It's these guys do not have the level required.
But now
Get
you
them the
have a
fuck out.
vision. I still feel like Milan has no vision. Like I don't see where the next step is. Like
Your
sure.
club record signing, or is your club record signing Jashari barely getting play time, or is he injured now still?
Well, no, he played.
He played,
yeah.
but I don't understand how this guy's not a starter.
I don't either. I mean, who would you start him over though? Like Rabiot is a starter, Modric is a starter, and
I mean, you started,
he decided
Ricci
Ricci to
this
start.
week.
Yeah, I don't know. Udinese just Udinese. So
They're
Napoli
giant
did,
killers. They're giant killers.
but Udinese played exactly. They know how. What Como scored again?
No, it's halftime.
Udinese played Allegri ball against Allegri. Teams are recognizing, especially the smaller ones, if Milan have the ball, they will concede because in the counterattack, we're so vulnerable.
Kone scored, by the way, this morning.
Ismail? Yeah, I did.
Sassuolo, yeah,
He scored.
it was a corner.
It was a brawl, though.
Yeah, it was not
a brawl.
it wasn't a nice goal, but it was a goal.
No, but the game was a brawl. I think
Yeah.
both teams got reds.
Yeah, 2
We
reds.
didn't lose to Udinese, by the way, this season. We beat them 3-1, 2-0, and then 1-0.
Juve, you have anything to say on Juve 1-0 Atalanta or business as usual?
Well, I mean,
That's-
Spalletti's,
you guys almost choked at the end.
Spalletti's contract, Spalletti's getting his contract.
Yeah, 6 mil a year.
It's a good deal. 2 years. 2 years flat, no option to extend or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's a good contract. And I think the players are really resonating with Spalletti. I saw it was cool, like the way Juventus, they kind of posted his extension, whereas I don't know if you guys saw, he did he did like a speech to all the players because he's like, I think the players should know before the media, before anyone else. So he did like a full speech with them, onwards and upwards, everyone. Like he just said, let's keep going. And
So Juve are playing well. Milan faltering. Napoli kind of in the middle.
They stuttered today
Yeah.
versus Parma.
Now, who do you guys give your final top 4 predictions before
Final.
we go into the last 6, 8, 7 games of the season?
The issue is that I don't think. Well, I mean,
Roma's also starting to play well.
barring the results of this game.
fucking
This
Inter,
does
man.
change
you guys,
a lot.
Yeah, you guys. I'm gonna be actually gonna be watching this with you right after this.
I want to watch it alone. You guys could.
No, I'm staying here.
I'm gonna watch it alone.
It's officially halftime in the Como.
Well,
game.
yeah, it's been halftime.
I think it's gonna be the Juventus Inter AC Napoli. I think it's gonna be what we thought it was gonna be.
I'm gonna go with personally. I'm gonna go with
Are you gonna put Como there?
I have Como. I'm gonna have Inter, Napoli,
Don't be stupid,
wait.
Varvar.
Como, Juve.
Don't be.
No
stupid.
Milan.
That's
I
fair.
think Milan
Milan,
are gonna fall out.
faltering that heavy.
No,
is
it's not gonna
insane.
happen,
I think so,
bro. We're like
bro. The
Juve are not strong enough to get into third.
the gas. I feel like Milan are putting their feet off the gas pedal. Like it's faltering, and
I agree
Juve
with
play
you.
Milan. That's
Yeah.
a massive
Yeah,
game.
that's gonna be a
Uh,
massive swing.
in 2 weeks we play them. We're playing Bologna next week.
I don't think. It's
I don't
that
think you
crazy
can count
about
out
it.
Roma either, to be honest, like fully. I think Gasperini, yes, behind the scenes, there's a bit of toxicity there, but Malin coming in. Bro, Malin's already top. Bro, Malin's third in goal scoring in Serie A and he
I
joined in
know,
January.
I know.
Bro, it's
We know, we
fucking
know.
embarrassing.
We're
How's that embarrassing, bro? Give him credit. He's
It's
a good player.
fucking embarrassing.
What are you
Bro,
talking
we're
about?
giving Malin
Okay, Tati
superstar-
Castellano scored a
Bro, we're
brace. That's
giving-
fucking embarrassing.
Tati
That's
Castellanos is
fucking
not
embarrassing.
fucking top 20 in the league in goals.
He still scored a
We're giving
brace.
superstar treatment
Tati
to Daniel
Castellanos had 2
Malin.
goals last year.
Yeah,
Daniel
but Daniel Malin's
Malin.
playing on Roma.
Malin,
That's one of the biggest.
Malin was so
Serie A.
misused
Like,
at
it's
Aston
not-
Villa.
He was.
Malin was actually playing well when he would get subbed.
My
The guy never got a
God,
starting spot.
Bro, the level of City is crazy.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin is probably the 3rd top scorer in your league.
Bro,
Dominic
Better
Calvert-Lewin. This
Better
guy
than
fell off
Malin.
a fucking decade ago.
better than Malin.
Inter, Napoli. I think Juve beat Milan on the.
Stop, bro. Stop.
So I'm gonna go Inter Napoli, Juve Como.
But I think it's head to head. That's the tiebreaker in Serie A. No, it's not the goal difference.
There's no such thing as that, Ted.
Yeah, there is.
It's head to head.
But what if you win once and the other time they beat you?
Then it's goal
Then it goes to
difference
goal
within
difference.
that game, within your two legs.
Like that was the situation at last year. If Inter and Napoli tied on points, I think
Como?
Like Juve and Milan tied. Let's say
Napoli would have went through.
Juve and Milan tie,
we tied our first game.
and let's say you beat
Yeah.
Milan the next
No.
game, you would make top
You
four.
won one.
No, it was a tie.
It was a tie. No,
It was a 1-1.
You guys low-key deserve to win, but
But let's say you guys
that
play
the
again,
beginning?
you win, you get the tiebreaker over them.
what if we tie again?
Then it goes.
Then
to
it
goal
goes to
difference.
goal difference.
Why not
And then
just
away
goal
home
difference?
goals and away goals, something like
Yeah.
that. Something crazy.
So big matches are important.
I remember
Serie A.
this conversation last year, Inter Napoli, because we both tied our home and away fixtures. So
So you said your top four?
yeah, Inter Napoli, Juve Como.
So no Milan also for you.
No, Juve Milan. I don't think Como.
Okay.
Because now Juve's down to one game a week.
Because I'm playing them literally right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Inter, Napoli, Milan, Juve.
So we all have you.
So that means Milan wins the head-to-head.
One
no,
fucking
Como-
game,
Como
bro.
is
One-
playing Juventus.
One game that we barely fucking
I'm pretty
scraped
sure.
away winning, and you guys are all saying we're gonna make top four.
But it was a good win against Atalanta, bro. It was away too, no?
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if we beat.
I don't know,
I
that
don't know if we
last-
even beat Atalanta this season aside from that game.
last 20 minutes was kind of a little sketch for Juve though.
Yeah, we should have had another one.
And also Napoli should have gotten a penalty today.
Against?
Versus
Parma.
Parma. Parma should have had a penalty.
I finished 1-1. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But clear
Parma,
handball.
youngest team in Serie A.
Yeah.
Clear handball on Buongiorno, didn't call it.
I have two more little stories I want to say.
Sorry, where's
before-
Parma in the standings?
15? 14. I want to bring up two more little stories from this weekend that I found cool. One, first woman coach in the Bundesliga history has
Yep.
been appointed.
Saw that.
I think it's going to be a cool little thing to follow for Union Berlin, seeing as their
New
first
storyline?
Yeah, it's going to be a cool storyline to follow because there's always been this wondering of, oh, okay, if women coaches come in, like, could they be the same level as a men coach, even potentially better? You know, like we don't know because this is the first time it's ever being done. It's kind of like the first female referees when they came in and stuff like that. So I find Union Berlin doing it's a cool little storyline to follow for the rest of the season.
First one ever in the top 5 leagues,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Over 100 years.
34
100
years
seasons.
old.
Yeah, she's young too.
That's the scary thing is she's young.
Yeah, but she's been through the system for so
Yeah.
long, man. Look at this. She was assistant coach since 2023 and then worked with the U19 team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. It seems like they're still in danger of relegation. So.
But they're in 11th, it said. Check the
I
Bundesliga
gotta
league
check the
table. Because if you're in 11th and you're still at threat of relegation,
That
what
means
the
it's
fuck is happening?
tight.
That means that's like the most insane relegation battle of all time in the Bundesliga. As
That's
per
why we got the Bundesliga
regular Bundesliga
watch.
W. 32 points. But
No, it's not
21.
close.
Like,
no,
I
but
don't know.
scroll down. No, because 16th goes into a playoff battle.
Yeah.
So I would still say they're kind of clear because it's only 34 games, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say they're clear. But
Yeah.
it's going to be
5
interesting
games?
to follow. They could
Yeah, it is
finish
gonna be
still ninth.
Can you check their schedule?
It ain't over.
Yeah, if they play Bayern, that could be low-key a cool game to...
If it's like the last, no, they just
No,
played
they
them.
play
I think.
Leipzig, but whatever. I find that's going to be a cool storyline to
Yeah.
follow. And then also, we came up across this information this week. Leicester are in relegation in the championship, which is kind of fucking crazy when you think about a decade ago this year, they were literally winning the Prem. So
Yeah.
they're in relegation in the championship, and they just got they had a 6-point deduction onto their point tally. It just got upheld. So they have confirmed a -6 point deduction.
When? After we spoke about
No. I think they it was included
Okay.
when we looked at it. So right now,
Well, check the
if you're a
table,
Leicester
Millie.
fan, I'd be stressing. Also, if you look at the budget that they have 71 million losses. Leicester are right now doing it's really bad, like really really bad. So it's gonna be cool to follow. It's gonna be a story to follow because they still have some decent players in their squad. Like they're still decent players, and arguably this is a Prem level team. So we could be
see.
seeing,
Prem level. That's kind of crazy.
bro. They
Back
are
in the day.
they are Prem level, I would say. But
Not for real.
yeah. Like Abdul Fattah is a good player, bro. Bilal, well,
some
Al
back
Khanous
now.
is not
Wait,
there
wait.
anymore. Jeremy Monga, he's a
Yeah.
16-year-old or 17-year-old that's really hyped up. Divine Mukasa, he's on loan for Man City, really
Khanous?
hyped up. Like Al Khanous is not there
Let's
anymore. He
wrap
went
it
to
up, Dan.
Stuttgart.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Me too.
All
I gotta-
right.
I gotta pee.
Let's wrap it up, Dan.
All
Wrap it
right.
up. Second half, Inter Como. We will
Episode
be there.
106.
Grazie.
Grazie a
Grazie as
tutti.
usual.
Ci
Peace out.
vediamo.
Forza.
Grazie.